Yo,
Greetings. It is Friday.
it's Friday night.
We
It's
got
Saturday,
the
Sunday.
news.
Dun, 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 dun. Y'all, what up? Y'all, what up? What up? What up? PlayStation news. We talking PlayStation. It's your boy back in the building one more time. You get to listen to my beautiful voice coming through the stereo app, so you know what I gotta do.
That
It's your boy J Ty. Welcome back to the show.
that
Let's go.
so at
AKA Sir Talks a Lot. Let's go.
Mr. Boy God Diddy. We talking PlayStation and then some. I mean, I'm gonna add some else to the to the piece. We're gonna talk
We're
some
gonna talk about
PlayStation.
PlayStation first,
I'm gonna add PlayStation
and then
first,
we're
and we're
gonna
gonna
add
add
the
some more to
extra
it.
stuff. Because this
All
show
right.
is focused on PlayStation and games in general. So that's what we
And
talking
then
about,
some.
y'all. No,
We gonna
it's
keep
not
the
in
party
then
going
some.
on.
It's we talking
Oh,
PlayStation.
it's PlayStation.
After that, y'all free to take the floor to do whatever. But first, we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
talk
Get on
about
it.
PlayStation. So let's just
Talk it.
get right into it. Woo. So first off, I gotta say, in the comments below, I gotta know, what do you guys think? Diddy, I know you finna hit me with something. I already know how you do it. So I want to know in the comments below, put down there, what do you guys think about Final Fantasy, the live stream that happened last night? How do y'all feel about that live stream? Was y'all excited? Leave that in the comments below. Now, to answer your question that Diddy probably gonna ask me, did I see that Final Fantasy thing? Hell no. I did not see it. I didn't even know it was happening. So, I didn't get a chance to see it, y'all. Did you hear anything about it? Did you see anything about it?
One, do you care about Final Fantasy?
Not really.
Then don't speak on Final Fantasy no more. Leave them games to me. People that play Final Fantasy 7. You can't bring up Final Fantasy if you don't play it and speak on it.
Guess
Okay?
what? That's a question
That's
for
right
the
out.
people that's listening to this, that's chiming in.
We ain't gonna just chime in to people that just like it. We gotta like it too. It's PlayStation, we gotta give our opinion. I like it, but at least give an opinion on the shit. So
I look like this.
I'm gonna bring up the games and so we can talk about it, because if you don't know nothing about it, then we can't speak on it. If we get you with
I mean,
questions
I can
about
talk about
Final
the
Fantasy
trailer
7,
I seen and
if you
everything
don't know
like
about
that.
it,
The
then it's
trailer
gonna be
looked
crazy. So
the gameplay trailer they showed looked fantastic. And
all gameplay trailers look fantastic. Marvel
That's
Knights,
not true. Did you
shit. No, Marvel, what's that? Marvel Midnight Sun. That trailer, that little
that
CGI
wasn't a
was dope.
gameplay trailer. That was a cinematic trailer.
Man,
A gameplay
the
trailer is them
CGI
showing
was
gameplay.
amazing, but the game looked
You're
weak.
right, but that's a cinematic trailer. That's not a gameplay trailer. The gameplay trailer they showed was actual gameplay, them cards and everything like that. And that was doo-doo.
Right.
That was a doo-doo.
So, Final Fantasy 7, the Rebirth, which is the second part in this 3, maybe even 4-part series. If you played Final Fantasy 7 back in the day on PlayStation 1, it's a 3-disc game. You play the first disc, you pop it out, you play the second disc, you play the third disc. One of the greatest arguably the greatest RPG ever is Final Fantasy 7, and that's why it deserved a remake. The remake, if you ain't played the Final Fantasy 7 remake for PS4, it is incredible. It is incredible. It's not turn-based like the old school. You actually get to run around and kick some ASS. If you don't know nothing about Final Fantasy 7 at all, no story connects. In the Final Fantasy world, it's like this Legend of Zelda. No story connect. You can pick up any Final Fantasy 7 and love it. They don't all connect. They don't all come together. There's all separate stories. But Final Fantasy 7, out of all the Final Fantasies, is the greatest Final Fantasy story. So if you're new to Final Fantasy 7, or if you're new to Final Fantasy, and you want to try a game out of Final Fantasy, just to test the waters, I recommend you play Final Fantasy 7, the remake. Even though the OG one for PS1 is timeless, incredible, and I'm sure it's an arm and a leg to try to buy it right now. 7 is great. So with the announcement of Final Fantasy 7, the Rebirth, which is the second part, when you get out of Midgard, which is the city that you live in, until you get out into the world where it's massive and it's going down. Imagine watching Hunter x Hunter, which is the anime, and all that buildup, and at the end of Hunter x Hunter, where they left off at, it's a world out there way beyond the world you in. Like, it's places outside of Hunter x Hunter that's like, whoa, you can explore that whole world. We didn't know that. That's how Final Fantasy VII is. Once you get out of Midgard, it's a whole entire world. Just damn near nonstop action, crazy creatures, extra moves, powers. We do foes, we do friends. It go crazy. So to announce this and to have gameplay or a cut scene on it is crazy. I can't wait. I'm excited. Huge fan. If you ain't never played it, check it out. Try it out. Borrow from me. If you want to buy it, borrow it from a friend. I might let J-Ty borrow it.
No, there's no need to. And here's why there's no need to. Thank you for the offer. But if you got that PlayStation 5 when it first launched, remember that PlayStation collection that they was doing? That game, Final Fantasy Rebirth Part 1, the one that he's talking about, was given to you guys for free. Now, it may not still be in there because they have been removing some games, but that's a game that they did give for free. And it's been rumored that they are going to bring the original Final Fantasy VII, the PS1 version of it, to that PlayStation Premium tier, you guys. So I'm like, hey, if you like Diddy said, go ahead.
And if you do not have a PS5, you can play it at a discounted price on the PS4 originally where it came out at. So you ain't got a PS5, don't trip. It's not only on PS5, it's a PS4 game, and I'm sure everybody got a PS4. You'll still have the same incredible graphics. It's a great game. So if you ain't got a 5, you can play on the 4 right now.
Ooh, right now. Speaking of great games, we're going to keep it rolling. And remember, if you guys got any questions that you want to ask, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. Going on to one of, I feel, 2021 Game of the Year to me, Returnal. Amazing. There's been talks that Housemarque is already making a new game, because it's just like how they did Razor Gun. They didn't make a Razor Gun Part 2 or anything like that. They moved on to that. They did Returnal. Before that, they did Superstardust HD. So they don't really do too many games that's the same. They always change it up. But the producer had an interview and said that, yes, we are making a new game with a brand new IP, but there is still hope for Returnal 2. She said, I can't go into details or anything like that right now, but we are working on a new IP, and it's been talked that we might do a Returnal 2. So with that being said, I know how to platinum in it. The game is really hard, but it's really rewarding. Okay, I like the game a lot. My question to you, Diddy, is how do you feel about this information? Do you want a number 2? Do you want them to do something else? Because I love Razor Gun, a fantastic game. Returnal is fantastic. Super Stardust HD, all the Stardust games are fantastic. So my question to you is, Diddy, is how do you feel about this news? Do you want a part 2? Do you want to know what their new IP is? You know, only focus on that?
Let me think. Housemarque, Returnal 2, Resogun. No, I don't want a part 2. That game was cool. It was great. I wouldn't give it Game of the Year in my opinion, but it was one of the top PlayStation games for 2021. That game was dope. It was fun. Place was fun. They made a 2-player mode later on after the games launched, like probably a year later, but they still got a 2-player co-op. So if the game is too hard for you guys, you can have a friend join in. Y'all can help kick some ASS. I want to see a whole new IP. I don't want to see a Resogun, a Returnal Part 2. I want to see what Housemarque. I want to see them drop it like a whole another game. So I don't think they're making a Part 2. That is a rumor, but I want them to make an all new game, in my opinion, because it's gonna be dope.
Okay. Me personally, I want them to make a Part 2, but first I need to beat Part 1. Yeah. So that's my opinion. On to the next topic we're gonna talk about, you guys. We just gotta keep it rolling. I know y'all seen PlayStation Twitter. It was the talk for all day yesterday when they announced it. The Last of Us, the graphics comparison, the character design, the difference from the PS4 to the PS5 was incredible. Did he chime in on that, man?
I'm a huge Last of Us fan. I Platinum Part 2. I was one trophy from Platinum Part 1, but my little brother formatted the PlayStation, everything gone. So I'm glad that a Part 2 is coming out, or a remake of Part 1 is coming out, because I'm definitely going for that Platinum for Part 1. The comparison from tests on The Last of Us to tests on The Last of Us Part 1 remake is incredible. When I say, man, you can put every game that they did a comparison to, from an old game to a new game, this might be one of the best looking remakes of a video game franchise from whatever game it was till now by far. I cannot wait to play this, because it ain't even arguably, if you played the Last of Us series, Last of Us Part 1 was such a gorgeous, a beautiful, a game that just touched your heart. You're going to tear jerk. It's action packed. It's everything you want. Some games are so dope, they deserve to be movies. This game was so incredible. The story was so good. It was so good, bro. It deserves whatever it gets, my friend. I can't wait to play it. It looks great. And like I said, this is one of the best PlayStation titles of all time. Part 2 had great action, but the story was different. It was different, but wasn't messing with Part 1. So Part 1 deserved a remake. It was before its time. A game like Last of Us deserves to be on the PS5, because them games didn't truly get its full potential of what they truly wanted it to look like. And with the PS5's engine, some games on PS4 that was so great, it didn't get its due diligence and deserves a remake. And I want to let y'all in the comments below, what games you think that was so powerful for the PS3 or even the PS4 that was so good, they deserve to be on the PS5 with today's technology and today's graphic card? What game do you think deserves to be a remake? Like, damn, they make it on PS5 with these graphics? Oh, leave that comment below.
And just to add on that, they actually was talking about some more information on the HBO show of The Last of Us. That's how you know when games are great. And I'm just going to chime in on what D was just talking about. When games are great, they become movies. They become great TV shows. They become great comics. Like, oh, wow, okay. So, again, it looked fantastic. It was beautiful. And if you guys want to see that, go check out their Twitter page. It is there. And it was mind-blowing. It looked like, if you ever see an old school TV with the bubble, the heavy back part, and you look at something in 4K, and you see the difference, like, oh, wow, this is crazy. That's how good it was. On to our next story, you guys, that we're going to talk about, PlayStation Ps5 Pro Controller. Now, this is for everybody who, don't want to have a pretty much a modded controller and not get in trouble for it and everything like that. So it's rumored to have 7 features for Pro. Of course, it's going to be the regular controller that it is now, just with a couple of more features added. So pretty much how Sony going to do it is, they're going to name off all those other features they already have in a regular controller, and then they're going to add a couple more, and then that's going to make the 7 Pro features on the controller. So some of the features that they're talking about that they're going to add is trigger stoppers, removable analog sticks, rear pads, so you know how you can change it up, and extra grip to hold the controller and everything like that. The controller is going to be the same size, same everything, how the regular PS5 controllers are now, but it's just going to be a little bit more beefy. Now, I know we don't like talking about it, but it's going to kind of be like the Xbox Elite controller and everything like that, in that kind of sense. So I don't really care too much for Pro controllers and everything like that. I'm a gamer, what I have already is what I like. I don't need to change it up, but I know it's a lot of gamers out there who like, no, I need this when they play Call of Duty. I need this button to do this. I need this button to do this. I don't feel like I need to take my thumb off to do this when I got these free fingers that can touch a rear pad or something like that. So I personally feel like that's a great feature that they add in a whole new controller and everything like that. And I'm excited for what they bring to the console with all the new updates and everything like that. So, but we do got a comment. Diddy, go ahead. How do you feel about the controller and everything like that?
I never had a Pro Controller from PlayStation, so it's a must-have. It's the first of its kind. Like PlayStation, I don't care what Xbox had. But it's the first time PlayStation dropping a Pro Controller, and I want it. I want to change up our analogs. I want different colors, different grips, different backs. I want to have a personal controller, personal for me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PS5 controllers. Every time a PlayStation come out, I'll always get all the colors, all the designs. Well, not all of them, but I try to get as much controllers as I can because I like controllers, and I'm a gamer to the core. And when the controller die, I can throw that on there and get a new one. Or if I got friends over, we can all play a party game. Party game is for multiple players. This game's 4 players. Playing this, we playing that. And the controllers, we can all play because I got 5 controllers. So I like the customization of the controller and all of what it can do, and I effing can't wait till it come out. I'm buying it. I don't give a damn how much it costs. I want it, and I'm gonna get it.
There it is. Now let's get to these questions down here.
What's going on, fellas? With that PlayStation 5 Pro Control, don't you feel like it's going to be a little bit more bulkier? Like, I like the way the PlayStation 5 control feels now, but with all those added bonuses that they're going to do with that Pro Control, it's going to make it feel a little bit kind of like the original Xbox control. I would like to get your thoughts on how big, it's going to feel in people's hands, and do you think the comfortability of the control, will that hinder certain players?
That's a great question. For me, I'm personally going to say, no, go ahead, Diddy. Go ahead.
Do your thing.
Well, okay, so I'm actually holding my controller in my hand right now, and it does feel fantastic. So I'm just thinking about having the extra the pads on the back of it, as long as this doesn't go stick out further than what the groove is. So you see where you got everybody got a PS5 controller, so you guys can look at it with me. Where your L2 and R2 is right there, you see I got that little extra lip when you put your finger on the back of your controller, that little space right there. Now, if they put the pads underneath there, that's totally fine because you won't feel it. You won't feel, it'll just be the buttons right there. Now, they did say they're going to add some stop triggers, so it's going to be a little bulky. It's going to be a little more, just a couple of inches wider, but I don't think it's going to be too much. And then with the analog sticks, being able to remove those, that's not going to change too much. But the only thing I say that's going to make this controller a slight bigger is the grip that they're going to add, and maybe the pads. But I'm thinking that Sony going to take that extra space that's behind that L2 and R2 button, that little space right there. I think that's where they're going to add of course, that's where they're going to add the pads at. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a perfect design, how they did this controller and everything like that. So I personally feel like they're going to make this controller for the gamers and stay on top with everything they already been doing to just evolve this controller to make it better. You know what I'm saying? That's my answer. But go ahead, Diddy.
The PS5 controller, PlayStation ain't never really changed up its size low key since PlayStation 1 slightly altered to the PS4. The PS5 is slightly bigger than the 4, just barely, but not to where it's like, damn, this is a big ass controller. When they do the PS4 5 Pro Controller, bro, Rich Moolah, it's not gonna be too bad. It's not gonna be like, damn, like no big ass Xbox controller for big NBA handhead ass cats. It's gonna be a cool size where you can grip. It's not gonna be too massive, too crazy. It's gonna be cool. It ain't nothing but something to get used to. It's not gonna throw your game off. It might, it shouldn't. You feel me? But it should feel much better. It's like they put the controller out and they're like, you know what? We want to add some other stuff to it. But you know what? After we already gave our PS5 controller, and so in the future, we're gonna do a Pro controller with some extra features on it. So when the new controller do come out, it's not gonna be as crazy as you may visualize in your head. It's going to be a cool size. It may look damn near identical to the 5, slightly. I mean, to where it's not a big difference. The grip going to be solid for you, my boy. Unless you got real baby girl hands. Not saying you, Rich Muller, but anybody that got like real little baby girl hands, you don't need the 5 Pro Controller. The 5 Pro Controller is for people that not only want to get the customization on, but they like the extra. They want to do more. They just want extra. They want to, like Jay Ty said earlier, modded controller. They want extra this, they want extra that. It's not for everyone. I'm gonna let you know that right now. But if you just want it, get it. If you want to just try it, like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and try it out, but it's not gonna be too crazy. And the price, it's gonna be a little more pricier probably than it is. It might be like $100. F it. These controllers are already about $75 after taxes. It's gonna be about $100 probably. I must have at least one. Levi, what up?
So again, I personally feel like it's gonna be nice for fighters, especially for Call of Duty, especially for Destiny. You know what I'm saying? Being able to customize where this button do this button do that, do button do that. I don't never gotta take off you know how sometimes you'll be like, for me, I like to crouch. My crouch is my analog stick. And I hate tapping circle to crouch and everything like that. Like, I know a lot of people change their controllers, they button configuration and everything like that, you know? I like it to where a button and do this, and I can have enough space to attach all that stuff to. Besides that, I mean, you know, that's pretty much it, what we wanted to talk about tonight and everything like that, you guys. So as Diddy said, we're going to talk about more stuff and everything like that. So this is the part of the show. Thank y'all for tuning in, letting us, you know, talk about PlayStation and everything like that. But this is the part of the show where we open the floors up to anybody who want to join in, everything like that. So for everybody that's down there, Levi, Rich, I'm about to add y'all to the table so we can discuss some stuff that y'all want to talk about. And I'm adding Levi right now.
So Charles is back. Required child pass. Oh yeah, we want to get that right now.
Yo, thank y'all for listening and everything like that, man. Thank y'all for staying for the show. But this is the best part about the show, interacting with everybody who came in to listen and everything like that, man. And this is the after party. We talking PlayStation after party, so we talking all type of games now.
Man, I'm just glad I finally caught y'all on a live. I've been dying to catch y'all for a couple of weeks now, but what's going on, fellas? I would definitely like to get your thoughts on the Bethesda showcase. How do you feel about it? What are you excited that's coming out? Do you feel like Microsoft, or Xbox, we should say, is going to negate the PlayStation players and other console players from the Fallout 5 that's going to come out after Starfield?
Yep. I just want to say something first, if you don't mind, D. I'm gonna let you go ham.
Nah, go crazy.
99.99% of the games that Bethesda making, that Microsoft is making, everything like that, is coming out on the PlayStation 5. Coming out on PlayStation regardless. They said they're gonna keep it that way. So the ones that's not coming, Sony has already answered. Here is Final Fantasy Rebirth Part 2 only on PlayStation 5. But not only that, God of War, Forspoken, and those are just a couple of games, or the remaster of The Last of Us. So for me, I personally feel like the the Bethesda deal that they did, I personally feel like it's not a good deal if you don't make none of those games exclusive to only your console. I get it for the players, and then we're gonna keep it on both consoles and everything like that. But if you really want to start a war, if you really want to make some money and everything like that, to get those PlayStation players to come buy the Xbox Series X or the newest one, that's the other one that's out, I don't know the name of it, but I just personally feel like they need to make some of those games console exclusive, not just the regular ones we already know. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. If they console exclusive, I probably never played them because I've never owned an Xbox. Your turn, Diddy. That's all I had to say about it.
I ain't gonna hold you, Rich Moolah. I don't give a damn about Xbox. I'm biased, bro. But if I gotta keep it real with you, like J Ty said, man, a lot of them games, 90% of them games are coming to PlayStation. I'm not a huge Batista fan, but I do like some games that they did drop. Kudos to Xbox, man. Come out with all the games you can. Cause you dropped the console, and the console been for about damn 2 years, and y'all ain't got an exclusive for it yet. Ain't that a bitch? Forza don't really count. I'm glad Halo came out. That's it. I mean, Starfield look hard. I ain't gonna hold you. That might be the hardest game Xbox can drop in a long ass time. That Starfield look like that's like No Man's Sky, the remake. That's the No Man's Sky remake. That's the remake. Starfield look like that might be the hardest game that's coming out for Xbox, and some other game they had dropped that's coming to exclusive to Xbox. Some kind of game, I guess a robot has hung you down like a horror game. You in some kind of ship and the robot hung your ass down trying to kill you. That look interesting too. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Gotcha. I just feel like Xbox will go back on their word somehow, some way, just to stick it to Sony's. But Xbox, I don't feel like they don't love money too much, so that's why.
Man, facts. I feel you on that.
I love Bethesda.
I ain't mad. I like them too. I don't like Xbox, but I do like Bethesda. But I'm not tripping off them taking it and never dropping a game on PlayStation again. But like J Ty said, 90% of them games is coming to PlayStation anyway. You know, we still got Wolfenstein and stuff like that. It's on the PlayStation free right now, I think. Or it's on the PlayStation Plus.
I just think the big thing of the deal, I think it probably is just, you know, how like, sure you could like play certain games on PC, but they may advertise it as like, oh yeah, it's also on PlayStation, but it's just better on Xbox. You might have an extra feature or two on Xbox that you won't have on PlayStation. Maybe something like that. But they also probably just bought the company in general just to make money off of it, as opposed to just, you know, having exclusives and whatnot. You know, maybe they just said, fuck it, we just want to make the money from it because we understand what type of money those games bring in. Skyrim has been remade like 8 times. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Skyrim. Everyone loves Fallout. So, you know what I'm saying?
I love Skyrim, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
Those are AAA, everyone's buying a day one game. So I could see Microsoft being like, you know what? Let's just acquire the studio so we can get some of that revenue. Fuck it. We don't even want to make it exclusive. We just want the revenue.
That sound about right, my boy. That sound about right. Ain't that a bitch? That sound about right. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox did some shit like that. They want the bread, how popular it is.
No exclusives. I don't know what. I couldn't tell you a new exclusive. I'm sure
they don't have very many.
There might be a side scroller or something like that, but ain't no AAA like.
So indie game type.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying. Halo did come out, but I haven't heard anyone talk about Halo since it came out. Literally, I have not heard not one person talk about Halo since it came out. So I don't know if Halo is washed or what, but when I had my Xbox for the little 3 weeks that I did, I was like, like the same shit that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? From Halo, it's like the same exact shit that I'm used to. It wasn't enough for me to keep the console.
Just like in the beginning, there wasn't enough day one exclusives for Xbox like PlayStation had, like with Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, with Resident Evil when it first dropped. Those were all exclusive games. You can't really name a lot of exclusive games besides Halo and Gears of War. Gears of War wasn't good after Gears of War 1. That's my personal.
I mean, you got Fable, you got Perfect Dark Zero. I guess you can kind of say they had like Splinter Cell, but they ain't had no sequel to that since whenever. So Halo, Gears, and Forza is they money makers, and they just feel like that's where all the money at. Multiplayer, they focus on the multiplayer. They weren't tripping off Perfect Dark Zero. They weren't tripping off Fable. They weren't tripping off none of them old ass games. Alan Wake, which is on PlayStation now. You know, they needed shit like Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, and shit like that to go to the console so people can fuck with them. They don't got no games. What Xbox should do, they should truly focus on PC. If y'all just focus on Microsoft PC, just stay in y'all lane, y'all be all right. Keep the console shit for PlayStation and Nintendo. They run that shit. Japan is 10 steps ahead of the game and technology. Microsoft, just stick to PC, bro.
Another thing I want to say too is when it comes to Game Pass and everything like that, you don't even need an Xbox to even play Game Pass. You can just use your PC or your Mac, buy Game Pass, hook up a PlayStation 4 controller, and play all your games through the Game Pass and everything like that. You know, me and my friend, we was talking about that yesterday. We was playing TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge. And he was like, oh, yeah, man, I already played it on my Xbox. It was free and everything like that. And I was like, oh, that's cool and everything like that. But yet you over here playing with us. You know? And he was like, Jay, you 100% right, because I got to play with my PlayStation boys. You know what I'm saying? It's not cross-play. And I was like, I get it. But he was like, I'm just saying, Jay, like the game. Then we just started talking about the game and everything like that. But like, again, like I told him, it's just so crazy that I don't have to have an Xbox to use Game Pass and play it on my PC and still enjoy games that's coming first free on Xbox and everything like that with Game Pass. You know, that's one thing I will say.
Shout out to that ecosystem. That's a good ass ecosystem.
Man, it's just amazing. Like, I just realized that I can play my PlayStation 5 and everything like that. Even though it's remote play, you know, I can play it right on my PC and everything like that. But just to be able to have Game Pass, no console, play it on your PC or your Mac, wherever you go, that's just something amazing. You know, I will kudos for Xbox for making PlayStation do shit. I feel like Xbox does stuff that make PlayStation do stuff. Because again, I love PlayStation, but I'm gonna keep it 100. PlayStation a little lazy. If they can get away with doing something for so long, and the reason why I say a prime example, crossplay. They could have been did that a long time ago, but it took somebody messing up in their company to hit a button so it could be on Fortnite. And people were like, damn, this nigga from PlayStation, how's he playing? And then within that 24 hours, they cut it off. Like the whole world didn't see that. So again, Xbox, I love the competition. And even though, you know, they ahead of the time and everything like that, you know, Japan and all stuff like that way, where they make the Sonys and everything like that, the PlayStation 5s, I just personally feel like this American console is making y'all do stuff. Here it is again. They got Game Pass. Now PlayStation just did their new service, PlayStation Plus, they revamped it and threw all those games and everything in there right now. And just if you take a step back and you look, if you didn't play none of those games and you get a PlayStation 5, right off the bat, you get an instant game collection that already comes with the PlayStation 5. Then, if you get the PlayStation Extra, you get down there half the hot games that came out on the PlayStation 5. That's already been out that, you know, for a long period of time. Even though they're not going to give you, Tony said, we're not going to give you day ones, but they're giving us that cat game that's coming out. I don't know what it's called, but it's a little cat. You play as a cat. Yeah. Right. You getting that day one. So, and that's pretty cool. That's kind of cool and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the AAA titles. I get it. We got to eat. We got to make our money. But there's some games to make you guys enjoy. Speaking on that, did y'all see, because I know Diddy Man, you got it. Did you see Resident Evil, the director's cut in there?
Yes. They also,
bro, I was like, wow.
If you guys didn't
director
notice,
was that?
After they dropped the pass, they actually added Fallout 76 the next day to the news. I noticed that the next day and I was like, what? Because it was the PlayStation,
that premium title, even though you playing them PlayStation 1 games and everything like that, but it makes me want to play, you know, Siphon Filter. It makes me want to play Ape Escape. Not only just to relive my childhood and play it, but now I'm a trophy hunter. I can play the game and get the trophy, something that was never even out at the time when that console came out. So I think that, again, it's just going to be greatness when it comes. And I got a feeling like the 246 games that they took away from PlayStation Now, I think they're going to slowly drip those back in there, you know what I'm saying, to make the premium players feel good, because they did say PSP games was coming. So I hope they give us that Resistance, I think it's Retribution, which is on the PSP. I want them to bring back God of War, Chains of Olympus. God of War. What's the other one? Ghost of Sparta. Ghost of Sparta. I want to bring that back. And then give us some of them Ratchet and Clank games and them Spyro and Spyro Dragon, and give us.
Well, I know they can't add Spyro because I think Microsoft owns Spyro.
Yeah.
Spyro and Crash Bandicoot, I believe. That's why they're not on the pass. I'm pretty sure if they didn't own them, they would be on the pass.
Right. Well, some of the Crash Bandicoot games are included in that PlayStation Extra part and everything like that. I don't know how long they're gonna stay and everything like that, because with PlayStation Now, it was so many games that sit there and stay for years. Like, wow, when are they gonna do a new game? So, but I'm excited for what the future holds. I got PlayStation Premium to 2025, so I'm good for the next 3 years to see, like, hey, what's gonna happen, what they gonna do.
I haven't bought it yet, though. I haven't bought it. I might, depends. You know, it depends, but I haven't bought it yet.
What I think, I think they should add, if you guys didn't play the original, the Ghostbusters, the movie game where they had that multiplayer, that was dope. I think they should add that to the pass, but add the multiplayer, because the one that they released for PS4 didn't have the multiplayer. I guess they removed it for some odd reason.
And I think too, if you're gonna put a game, I'm gonna just keep it 100. If you're gonna put a game on this PlayStation Plus new service, and you know that the servers are shut down, you should open up the servers for at least 2 months and be like, hey, look, this game is coming back to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, because everybody want to eat, and we're going to open up the servers for this game, so those that want to try to get the platinum or just to play online, you can do that. And one of the games I want them to do that too is Resistance 2. That 40-player online was fantastic. It was amazing. Another one, because I want the platinum as well, Resistance 3. And then give us some of them PSP, some PS Vita games like Resistance, Burning Sky, Killzone, Mercenary, Uncharted, Golden Abyss. Give us those games on the Vita as well. So it's just good timing for this to come out, and what can they bring? You know, it's like Vita is like they love-hated child. Like, we love you, but unfortunately, you kind of disrespectful, so we don't really fuck with you like that. You didn't do what we think you was gonna do. So, you know, and it kind of sucks, but I would love to see Soul Sacrifice on the PlayStation Plus Premium thing, because that was an amazing game. That's just my personal opinion. I think it could have been better. They could have did more stuff, but for what we got, it's okay for newcomers.
Yeah. How do those games look? Those old PS3 games? I haven't seen them.
Like, I'm glad they have the Infamous games on there, because I definitely need to platinum those. So those games are classics.
Right. One trophy from platinum the first Infamous, man. One trophy. All 21 stunts. That's one I haven't done yet. And I'm only stuck on like the third stunt, where you got to knock off 3 of the dudes off the roof at the same time. It's never 3 dudes on the roof at the same time in that game. Once I get that, it's over. Shit.
How do you guys feel about Hogwarts Legacy? Because I cannot wait. And
Game of the year.
Do you think after a couple of months, PlayStation will be bold enough to say, screw the revenue, let's bring people in and put it on the premium pass?
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. That'd be crazy, though. They're not gonna do that, brother. They're not gonna do that. That was a great question.
I know it's crazy talk, but what if, like, that would be a bold statement.
That'd be great. Do it.
You know,
I'm right there.
First off, the game gonna be fantastic. From what we've seen, they did a whole state of play just on that one game, and it was amazing, everything they showed. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I really like Harry Potter that much, but I know of the universe, and just seeing it made me want to expecto Patronum, Wingardium Leviosa. What's one of the other ones? Hamora, I think that's what it's called. You know what I'm saying? It had me feeling like a real wizard. Like, damn. It was so good that my fiance was like, babe, the other PS5 we got, I need you to hook that up in the room, because I'm playing that. I want to play it as well. So, yes, I'm excited for this game to come out. I want them to come out with an amazing collector's edition with a nice statue and something that's take my money, please. That's what I want it to be. That's what kind of statue I need it to be. Now, when it comes to putting it on PlayStation Plus Premium, I'm gonna keep it 100. And I gotta agree with the other developers. It don't make no sense to take somebody's hard-earned work that they did to make this game and then give it to them for free to put it on either Game Pass or the PlayStation Plus Premium because now that developer.
What you mean? Wait, they get paid.
I mean, no,
as job. They don't get the money.
What you mean? No,
they get it in bonuses.
They get it in bonuses, and then they get it in sales and.
Nah, they can work that out. Just how they do streaming.
They said it's for the players. Stop playing. Give us the game for free.
That's real though. That's what makes Game Pass so incredible is the fact that these niggas get AAA titles immediately. Like ain't no waiting months and months. Your friend had already played and beat it. You get it with them.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking as a gamer, I need it to be free. Speaking as somebody, if I got to get paid on sales and everything like that, then I don't want it to be free. I want them to kind of pay something so that way I can eat because we didn't put all this hard work.
You eating already. J.K. Rowling rich. They rich.
This game has nothing to do with her. She's not even getting paid off of this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she is getting paid off that shit. You gonna knock it off?
Those are her characters.
Those are her characters. Nigga, she's not getting paid off of it. She getting paid off that.
Ain't none of her characters in her book. She gonna get a little something because they use like the Hogwarts and everything like that. But they already said you're not gonna see no characters in that game. You're not gonna see Dumbledore. None of that stuff. No character from the movies are in that game.
Like you said,
she getting paid for the names, they tell you. They don't care about the character she made. She made Harry Potter. I mean, the likeness of the game, she getting paid for it, bro.
Oh, yeah, she getting
paid for it, bro. She getting paid for it. Whatever you talking about is false news. She getting paid for that game, bro. It's Harry Potter.
She don't get paid, but she ain't gonna get paid like that.
Nah, she probably get paid like $5 per every unit sold, or maybe $10 per every unit sold.
That's a lot of money, bro, because everybody buying that shit.
Not if they give it away for free on Game Pass.
They're not. That's Game Pass.
She get paid for downloads in that case.
Yeah.
Right, all of DLC and shit, bro. She getting paid no matter what.
That's why I got a lot of respect for Microsoft these days because they really helping people who can't just get these games. Bro, these games are $70 fucking. Like,
I mean, you know why? Bro, Xbox ain't got nothing to offer but the Game Pass, so they gotta make something. Give them something. At least give them Game Pass if you ain't gonna drop no titles. Shit, I mean,
that's very true. Very true.
I know you mentioned Fable earlier, but aren't they making a new Fable pretty soon or in the works right now?
Yeah,
yes, that's actually in the works.
Yeah, they say it's in the works. Ever since Xbox dropped their titles, they dropped them before the Xbox Series X came out. These were the games that's coming to Xbox Series X, the most powerful console in the freaking world. And hey, Fable was one of them. That was about 2 years ago. So maybe it come out before we die. Or I don't know.
I was about to say, I feel like that new Fable been
oh my gosh.
20 years.
You see, whenever they drop the next season of Hunter x Hunter, that's when the next Xbox game coming out.
I mean, I mentioned Hunter x Hunter a while ago, like probably back in like March to Ninja. I mentioned
my point exactly.
He was gonna come back, and I couldn't find the article to show him. And then sure enough, that news dropped. I was like, yo, I told you.
Bro, decades later, just like that one game that Xbox had, Scalebound, and supposed to come out a long time ago. That shit, the hard, them fools riding them big ass dragons, and they just stopped production on it. Xbox would have won with that game, bro, but never dropped. I hope PlayStation picked that shit up.
Make Turok great.
Not. Lost cause, dog.
Yeah, I can't wait for some new IP. That's why I can't wait for the Callisto project and all of them new IPs. I want the new shit.
New shit. That's why Jay.
No, go ahead.
That's what Jay Ty was talking about. Should they do it like a Returnal 2? I said, hell no. Make a whole new game. Returnal was dope. I want a whole new game.
Returnal 2 would definitely be a brand new game. It's not like they're taking their time and effort to remake The Last of Us. We already played that. Granted, it's going to look better, but the story's still gonna be the same and everything like that. Like, let's just not look at it. Oh, it's gonna have better graphics and this.
How you know? You
They
ain't
not
play
gonna
Last of Us.
change
How
up the
you know?
story too much. I did play The Last of Us, and I
How
played it
you
on
know?
easy.
That's no
I
answer.
played The
You
Last
ain't
of Us, and I played it on
Last
easy.
Yeah, right.
So
I
The
don't believe
The
that.
Last of Us actually came out when I was actually playing games heavy, getting platinums on my main account that's resting in peace right now. So on my secondary account, no, I have not played The Last of Us on my secondary account, but on my main account, I played The Last of Us and I beat The Last of Us. So for me,
Either way,
it's more like
I want a whole new title.
Yeah,
no, I get it. It's cool to have a whole new title, but don't sit here and say, "Oh, I want a whole new title," but then get all happy-go-lucky because they remaking The Last of Us. Are they remaking Dead Space? Are they doing all these remakes and everything like that? And then be like, "But when this one studio want to make a part 2, no, we want you to give us a whole new game, though." But
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
that's
that.
what it sounds like to me.
I'm not saying that. That comparison is a huge difference. They do a remake of Returnal, ain't gonna be no difference. You feel me? It's a game that the shit look crazy. I'm gonna get it personally. Now Returnal is still fresh. It's still new-ish. So a part 2 so soon type, it wouldn't really be, they could do a part 2 later on. Drop a new IP company that did whatever company that did Returnal. And then later on down the line when niggas ain't expecting it, Returnal 2. Whoa, shit, okay, I'm ready for that one. It's too soon.
That's like saying Santa Monica Studios.
Talk about Returnal
That's
2.
like saying Santa Monica Studios, hey, you made that God of War, but don't give us Ragnarok. Go give us some other stuff that you're not known for, and then give us Ragnarok.
What else
it's
did
the
they make
same.
besides God of War? It ain't too soon.
I don't know what else.
God of War been out for too long. It's too soon.
To be quite honest with y'all about the Returnal take, I don't know too many people that are still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know too many people that beat the game first and foremost. And I don't know too many people that are excited, like would be excited for part 2. Not to say that there aren't people that are excited, that aren't excited for that. But I mean, Returnal, I don't know. I feel like it kind of came and went. But I had recently tried out that multiplayer, and it actually wasn't half bad. But it was no different than me doing shit by myself. Now I just got somebody with me. It didn't really advance the gameplay per se. It just made shit a little easier. You get what I'm saying? But it didn't change the scope of the entire game. It didn't make me think of the game in any better of a light. It was still just...
No. And what I'm saying is that, no, I agree with you on that because me and Diddy played and everything like that, and I actually beat one of the bosses. I was like, oh shit, let's go. So for me, it's if you like the game, here it is. You got a lot of people who like that Days Gone game, but you got a lot of motherfuckers who come on a live stream talking about, nigga, that shit is trash can. Don't even think about making a part 2. Don't even thinking about it. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have people who love it and you're gonna have people who hate it. But what I'm saying is we're getting excited because they're taking a game that was remade on the that was made on the PS3 and then remade on the PS4, and now we're going to put it on the Ps5. So now it's been on all 3 consoles, and yay, we need that. But here's a new studio who did something that's different.
That good. That's why Jay Tight. It was that good.
I was about to say, Jay Tight, that was some other shit right there. That last one, oh yeah, that was some other shit. That was
that good, bro.
Yeah, the multiplayer was nasty as fuck. It was like some real shit, like nigga, some Bible.
Yeah, like that game was some other.
That was different. Now Returnal don't have that same hold. Returnal had the same hold.
I have The Last of Us sitting in my library that I've been looking to play, but I just haven't had the energy.
Wait to the remake. Just wait to the remake.
Yeah, just wait, bro.
Wait, yeah, but if you're a trophy hunter, go ahead and get them trophy stuff.
I definitely.
But yeah.
No, but I get what y'all. Don't get me wrong. I get what y'all saying. That Returnal wasn't a hot seller like that, and I don't know what the numbers was. I can Google and see what the numbers are, but I don't know how many copies it sold. Right, it probably sold 1 million some copies, and if it did that, then that's telling me a part 2 might not be bad. But my thing is, I get what you're saying, Diddy, and I'm not here to say, oh, what you're saying is wrong or no, fuck that, nothing like that. No, I hear you. Let them do something else, then give us Returnal and everything like that. I hear you on that, but I didn't see Santa Monica doing that. All they've been pushing out is God of War. I get it.
We ain't
God of
talking
War
about
is
Santa Monica,
fantastic.
We ain't talking about Santa Monica. Returnal ain't on
I'm talking
no
about
God of
game
War status.
developers, period. I'm talking
It
about
ain't on no
game
game.
developers, period.
No. I'm saying Returnal ain't on no status on no God of War or no Last of Us. It don't hold that value. It was a cool, fun game you play. It ain't on no memorable shit. That ain't a memorable game.
You
I'm just
like,
saying,
okay,
it don't
like
deserve a
this.
remake. It don't deserve a part 2 that fast. Like, damn, nigga, the shit just came out. A part 2 already? Hell no. It ain't
Return, I
hold that.
think they
It
should
don't
start
hold that
working on
love
it and
yet.
develop on it and everything. It takes time for games to come out, so I'm not saying right now, but I'm just saying, down the line,
Sure.
maybe we get a part 2.
Didn't
That's
Returnal
cool.
drop in January or something like that?
Yeah, it dropped hella. It dropped
it dropped last year. It came out when the PlayStation came out.
Oh yeah,
that's still too early to drop a part 2.
I'm not saying drop a part 2. I'm saying start working on it.
Talk about a part 2 is too early, nigga. I don't even talk about a part 2.
Well, this is what Wikipedia says. I don't know how true this is, but as of July of 2021, it's only sold 560,000 copies, which still might be a lot. 560,000 is a lot, but it's not like it's not like no Last of Us numbers, no God of War numbers. I think Returnal probably
that game's
only
been out
sold
longer.
that much just for the sake. Well, I'm saying, I mean, these are it's lifespan though, like. It's lifespan as of today type shit. Of course, I mean, Last of Us 1 today would probably outsell it, of course, but I'm comparing it within its first little few months. Within Last of Us' first few months, I think that shit sold like 2-3 million or something like that. Like, that was an instant hit. I'm telling you, that shit changed the scope.
Those deserve a remake and remaster J-Type right away. Now, I'm not saying right now, I'm just saying it's too soon to even talk about a Returnal 2.
Like, my thing is this, I say it like this to everybody. To each his own. I'm personally not going to buy.
Don't get mad.
Like I tell everybody how I feel about it. I'm not. To each his own. To each his own. And my thing is this:
don't get upset, though.
I don't live in a land of remasters. I can't. That's like I'm not finna go give you. I'm not finna go give Tommy Hilfiger. Here go a fresh new. Here go my money. Everybody, because you remade my favorite pair of drawers. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that.
Got to. It ain't for you. It's for the new generation. They ain't never tried it.
It's other people who are going to do that, and have no problem. Like, yes, it looks fantastic. This, and that's cool. But for me, it's only certain games. Dead Space, I got that pre-order already. I want it when it come out. Yeah, it's a remake, but guess what? It's only been on the PlayStation 3. It hasn't been on the 4. It hasn't been on the other console. It's a
full remake,
time span. No, it's a full remake. No remaster. They came out and said it's all brand new everything. They have not said that about The Last of Us. They said it's going to look better.
They did. It's a remake. Nigga, it's a remake. That's what they said. Say remake.
It's a remake, brother.
They added, I'm pretty sure, I read somewhere that they added new mechanics. I'm pretty sure it's just the jump that you can do in Last of Us 2 and the crouch. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's it. Which is still
right.
Cool. I don't give a fuck. I love Last of Us so much, my nigga. I'm buying it.
Right, no. And I'm not saying that. People can slap a remake on it and be like, oh, it got active feedback and trigger this and everything like that for the PlayStation 5 controller. It got the 3D audio and everything like that. That's a remake if you think about it, because none of the PS3 games had that. So it's a remake. I get it. What they doing is they taking Naughty Dog's hottest stuff, and I'm not mad at them, and they bringing it back to life, repackaging it, making it better. It's like a Michael Jackson CD. It's like a Prince CD. It's like an Eminem CD. It's like a Busta Rhymes CD. It's like a Lil Wayne CD. And they gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 50 Cent CD. You know what I'm saying? So what they're gonna do is, here's the same stuff, but it's already remastered, better audio, better this, because tech and everything changed every year. It's something always different. So like I said, I agree with what y'all saying. There's no hard feelings about it, but I'm just like, damn, come on now, y'all. The PlayStation, we can sit here and talk games and everything like that, what they got coming out and everything like that, but the PlayStation has felt kind of dry, and we're going to keep it a hundo. The PlayStation 5 has felt kind of dry, and I've been playing PlayStation 4 games, and it's just like, again, you really don't need the PS5 if you got the PS4. If you got the PS5, you playing old games because they got, you got a perfect now 60 frames per second. We should have already had that. When we came out this PS4 Pro.
You know why I really like your opinion? I really like it because you have a PS5. Because you know what? I tell you this much. That's what the PS4 niggas say. They can't get it. Oh, I need it if I'm gonna play PS4 games. But see, you got a PS5, so
Not
your
only that, I
opinion
got
is
2
valid.
PS5s. I had
Yeah,
20 PS5s, bro.
I was about to say your opinion is valid. Your opinion,
You
if it's a
know,
PS4 nigga saying it, you know, it'd be
and I
Personally,
get it.
with me having a PS5, I'll tell you this: it's a definite upgrade from the PS4. You feel like you have the power, you have. The
I ain't going back. Fuck
like,
that. I don't give a fuck.
I have my PS4 sitting in my living room. My PS5 is in my office. I play that every day, and I'm telling you, once you get your PS5, you'll understand why you can never go back.
Hey, them niggas can have PS4. Y'all got it. They can have that.
Oh yeah, the
when it comes to Levi,
Yeah.
my PS4 is on the wall, retired. I'm never turning that motherfucker on again.
I don't even have one. Nigga, my shit technically is J-Type's out. It's J-Type's shit. Even I don't even want that shit.
Right,
But
you can have his PS4 Pro for sure. I'm gonna give it to my son.
Because I've been playing. I probably played more PS4 games as well, but that's kind of on me because there are plenty of PS5 games. It's just what do you want to play right now? Of course, it ain't too much of the super AAA shit, but that's Sony in general. Sony always had their first 2 years always a little rough. I say this time around though, they're doing a lot better than they've ever had within their first 2 years. I say that.
I think so,
oh
too.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely will agree with that.
This is the best launch. This is the best 2 years they didn't have ever, in my opinion, since the PS2.
And this is during the COVID where niggas is losing their lives, their jobs, all that, bro. Production low on making games, and they still came through with some heat. So I'm not mad at it being dry. They got enough games that they not easy to beat. PlayStation got enough games, bro. They got if they ain't got enough AAA top, they got indie games you can play. They got they got games that's coming out. Even if there's not AAA games, there's new games on the PS5 that you can play.
I get it.
Pushing
all those same games are free on Xbox Game Pass. If they're not exclusive, they're free on Game Pass.
So what? You still seeing the difference in graphics? Xbox got to do that, so they got to do that free shit because they got no games.
On paper and in real life, Xbox is the more powerful system. They just don't have no game yet to push that spot. That
I don't believe it until I see it. So I believe none of what I hear and half what I see.
You can't see it because you don't have the console. You're never going to see it because you're not going to buy the console. Your Xbox you're never going to see it.
They ain't gonna see it because they ain't got no games, J-Type. Because that Halo don't look no doper than what it is. That Halo look no better than what a PS5 game look like. It's Halo, bro. So Halo, that looks better than PS5 games. It's the most powerful system. Halo is the hottest looking game ever right now. It's not.
I don't know how to system, so I can't see it. But I know,
nigga, it's not. You can go to Best Buy. You can go to Best Buy right now and look at the little display on the little demos for Xbox, nigga. They ain't blowing your mind. It ain't blowing your mind. You got an 8K TV you can see 8K quality, whatever the shit is on your TV, on your YouTube TV, whatever that is, nigga, to see how good Halo look on your 8K TV or whatever your TV you got right now, to see how good that shit look compared to a PS5 game. It's not blow your mind. The only game that blew my mind on the PlayStation is that Matrix game that came out on that Unreal 5 engine. That's it, nigga. Everything else is cool. So powerful
that Matrix game, I ain't even gonna hold you. That shit was like, whoa,
nigga.
I remember this scene on the PS2. Oh my god, this game looks amazing. So that Unreal Engine,
and the chime on that real quick, my boy Hip Hop Gamer, he said he already seen gameplay on the Wolverine. He said, you think that Matrix looked good? Wait till you see the Wolverine and the engine they pushing for PS5 only. So I don't give a fuck what Xbox got coming out. I don't give a fuck how powerful this shit is. It's not fucking PlayStation, nigga. It's not fucking PlayStation. They can come out powerful they want to.
Again,
fuck what they talking about.
And I agree, and I'll agree with you on that. But we can't sit here and say that, we can go play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can go play it on Xbox. Every game that's on PlayStation, besides the exclusives, I can go play on Xbox using Game Pass.
I don't care. I don't care.
So for me, when we talking about, if we're talking about the greatest TV on the planet, are we talking about the greatest car on the planet? Are we talking about the greatest console on the console? Yeah, people look at, well, oh, the numbers it sold and this and this. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you can walk into a store and see an Xbox on the shelf right now, it's not because they're not selling like that. It's because they're paying priority for the chips. They want their console to be on shelves. Sony is not doing that. So that doesn't tell me that, oh, Sony
That's not true.
Sony is selling out like that.
They are selling out because the hoarders are flipping shit.
Yeah, I don't believe that they're selling out.
Microsoft
like that.
definitely,
Thank you.
definitely has priority over the chips right now. They definitely paid a hefty bundle for that.
I mean, they give a damn. Shit.
Right, they care. They want it to be there and everything like that.
Yeah, they give a damn.
You know, and that's all I'm saying. I know
They want the money to go ahead and compete with PlayStation. That's why they.
But wait, can I say this? What if I told you that Xbox isn't competing? What if I told you that it's a one-sided competition? Like, would you honestly believe that maybe
PlayStation versus Nintendo
that's wanting to compete with them? I think Microsoft, they have paved their own lane. They making the money that they're gonna make regardless. Because regardless whether we want to admit this or not, PC is the highest selling thing on earth, next to iPhone, next to Android, on earth, top three as far as electronics go. So PlayStation, all that shit got hella catching up to do. But if we're not talking about
but for a home console,
for
a home console, PS5 is where it's at.
Is that more chocolate?
Well, yeah.
More chili with the Disney,
you motherfuckers you dare have a conversation about PlayStation 5 and not invite me? You know damn well you want to add some chocolate flavor to the J Titan Sky Tight show. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
We in the after party right now, so we just in here, talking about remakes, we talking about remasters and everything like that. We just having a great time talking, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Yeah,
me. I gotta be in here. I gotta stir the pot up. So I'm making Diddy a little upset talking about Xbox and everything like that. Got him talking about fuck Xbox. You know, even though I know him,
Xbox has nothing. Xbox has nothing, and that's a fact. Xbox.
Xbox got Game Pass.
Levi, check this out. Check this out right here. Hold on, y'all. So I hear y'all saying Xbox ain't got no games. That's crazy. The only games that Xbox don't have is the PlayStation exclusive that's coming out. But Xbox got every other game that's coming out. So I'm gonna stop you when you say Xbox don't got games.
What game? Name them.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just came out, and guess what? Xbox got that.
Name them, name exclusive Xbox got. Name them. You probably Googling that shit right now. Name them.
They got Red Dead Redemption. They have
PlayStation.
No. But you saying, no. You guys are saying Xbox don't have no games. I just said, but you didn't hear what I said when I first said it. What I said was Xbox has games. They just don't have the PlayStation exclusives.
Let me rephrase that.
They have exclusives that's for them, but guess what? They don't have as many as PlayStation. But they
what
do
is exclusive
have
to
games.
the Xbox that's coming out in the next few months? What is exclusively that I can only play on the Xbox coming out for the remainder of 2022? Go.
Not including Starfield.
What's coming out for Xbox in the next year, whatever they feel like fucking dropping, because I don't know. But I'm just here. It doesn't matter about exclusives, because guess what? Nintendo don't share shit.
That's what sells consoles. That's what sells consoles. That's what sells consoles.
That's not what's selling consoles for Microsoft. Microsoft is selling consoles because of Game Pass. Because if I'm on a budget, if I'm a kid and I'm on a budget, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna buy Xbox Game Pass for my kids because it's free. So Xbox is really selling.
I'm not.
Yes,
PS4
yes, I agree. I agree in that subject. I agree on that subject. However,
they don't know about graphics. They don't know about differences.
We're not talking about exclusives.
Everyone here can agree.
Games in general. We just saying games in general. Xbox got games. That Teenage Mutant Turtles game dropped yesterday. It was free for Xbox.
So everyone can agree. Everyone can agree that the biggest reason why the majority of gamers buy new consoles is for exclusives.
Well, I don't
They
know
want to
because
see
they
a
giving us a whole bunch of remakes, so I don't know if that's exclusive
Well,
or not. If
I
they
was
keep
about to
remaking
say
games.
PS5 has
today.
lots of exclusives. That's not
Well,
remakes.
I say this much, Mo, you would have been right last generation and the generation before this gen. I don't know. I think
With
people
the
are
with the
going with what
PS5,
they
with
can
the
really
with
afford.
the PS5.
Nah, we're in the
PS5s,
era.
everything on Sony is expensive as hell, nigga. The controllers, the games,
They
the
are,
pads,
yeah,
the
they are.
console.
But it
You
costs
can't even
money,
get the
bro.
console these days.
And when you look at games like Horizon, Demon Souls Remake, Spider-Man 2, etc., Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2, when you see how good these games look at 4K, 60 frames, 120 frames, etc., that costs money. Imagine how good God of War Ragnarok is going to look on the
Well, guess what?
PS5.
You're right.
The average
It does
consumer,
cost money.
it
But
does. But here it
Xbox
is,
also
though.
has the better console with the better graphics, and they shit is the same price, and people have it.
And hear me
I
out. Let me
wouldn't
just
say
say this
better
real quick.
console.
Now, would I
It's a more
say,
powerful console, yes.
is it more powerful? Yes. Would I say, is it the
Yeah.
better console? I
No.
wouldn't say that
That's
because they
subjective.
do have the reason why you would say the PlayStation is better. This is why PlayStation fans are going to say PlayStation is better. All the exclusives. Xbox fans are going to say Xbox is better because of Game Pass. That's what the whole conversation is going to boil down to.
That's it.
Nobody
Yeah.
gives a fuck about PlayStation Plus Premium. That shit they added. I've been paying for PlayStation Plus since it came out. I've been paying for PlayStation Now since it came out. I'm only complaining about the 200 something games because I didn't play them. I'm only complaining because everybody else didn't play them. But let's just keep it 100. I don't give a fuck if they don't never bring none of them back. I don't care. I've been paying for it already. I've been giving them $120 already. I just feel like if they gonna merge that shit together, give me something that's worth my fucking money. Don't give me games that I already played. They gave me
I agree.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I already played that. Spider-Man. I already played that. Ratchet and Clank. I already played that shit. Returnal. I played that.
I didn't buy that shit. I'm not buying that weak shit. But it's free. I'll play it. So I don't have to buy every single game.
What are you talking about? Spider-Man? You got the platinum for Spider-Man.
I have Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not buying that stupid shit. But now that it's free, I'm gonna try it out. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. I can't be
it's free, so they had to make it free for you guys to play it, but it's been free since it came out on Xbox Game Pass. Again, I'm not here to argue with that. PlayStation is the all-dominant console and everything like that.
It is.
I hear it. And it's only that
This shit
because
called, we
they
talking
got the
PlayStation. Now we
exclusives.
talking
But
games.
let's keep it 100.
We talking video games. This shit called, we talking PlayStation, nigga. So we don't care about Xbox. We don't care about Nintendo, J-Type.
No, this is the part where
if you want to be fair, if you want to be fair about games,
we talking PlayStation and more.
We talking video games,
We talking PlayStation and more.
No, we talking video games.
We talking
So you back
PlayStation
in
and
Xbox,
more.
man, we talking video games.
More and you don't like it.
Time out.
I'm giving you the more and you don't like it because Xbox, you cannot sit here and not say Xbox is not selling. You cannot sit here and not say Xbox is paying the extra to have their consoles on the shelf. You cannot sit here and say that.
Who better?
Yes, they selling. What are you talking about?
Who better?
They are.
Who better? Who better? Who better? What's better?
Hold on.
What's better?
Time out.
What's better?
Mom and
Xbox
Dad,
or
stop
PlayStation? Which one better,
arguing,
nigga?
Y'all both have good points.
Yes, you do.
But
Which one better?
I want to tell.
PS5.
I agree with y'all.
That's all I care about.
I agree with y'all both. I'm about to tell y'all why. J-Tide, I agree with you on the fact that, nigga, at least people can get an Xbox and enjoy something. There are Sony, bro. I know folks who got Sony related tattoos that still can't get a PS5, and we are going on year 2. We're going on year 2 already.
Halfway to year 3. Halfway to year 3.
It's crazy. I got a brand new PlayStation 5 in a box still in my room. I can go post a picture of it right now. It's brand new in a box still. People call me every day, hey, you gonna let me get it for $600? You gonna let me get it for $700? No, I'm not selling it. But if I wanted to, I could have. I sold PlayStation 5s. Why? I sold them for thousands of dollars. Thousands. Yeah. I'm not playing. Put people on payment plans to get these PlayStation who wanted PlayStation 5s. And here go a controller and some games. So I'm not sitting here saying that Xbox is better than PlayStation. What I'm sitting here saying is that you cannot sit here and it's kind of like saying Spotify is better than Apple Music. To each his own. Apples and pears, grapes and oranges. It's whatever you like. That's what I'm trying to sit here and say. Diddy, I get it. You a PlayStation head and everything like that. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because you said we gonna talk about PlayStation and more. This is the and more part that don't nobody want to talk about.
You're right. Anybody want to talk about it? We want to talk about it. I'm just telling you, I don't give a fuck about how powerful Xbox is. I don't give a fuck about Game Pass. I don't give a fuck who buys the Xbox for Game Pass because you have to play the free games that's on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. I don't care about that, J-Type. I don't give a fuck about. I'm a gamer. As a gamer, once I finish playing Gears of War, Halo, and Forza, what else can I play?
What else?
There's nothing else.
You can play Teenage Mutant
So I
Ninja
gotta go
Turtles. That's what you're playing right now on your PS5. You can play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what you're playing on your PS5.
Let me finish. I can't play fucking Last of Us. I can't play Infamous. I can't play God of War. I can't play none of that shit if I got an Xbox. Unless I have a PlayStation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care about playing Turtles for free. I don't care about playing any other games that's on both systems. I don't give a fuck about them games. I want to play the PlayStation exclusive, nigga. But I can't play them on Xbox. I ain't got that shit.
You don't care. You can spend $200+ on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Limited Run, but you don't care though.
Let me say one thing.
Different, nigga.
Let me say one. Hold on,
my turn.
My turn to speak. Mom and Dad, may I speak, please?
All right.
Now, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I came in dogging Xbox and stuff, but for anyone that's watching right now, I want to make it abundantly clear that I own all the consoles: Xbox, Xbox One, and the PS4, PS5, everything, and the Switch, 3DS, Vita. I'm Team Gamer, okay? I'm not Team Xbox, Team PlayStation. No, I'm Team Gamer. Okay? Let me make that clear.
That's what he say, but it didn't sound like that.
Because I prefer the PlayStation. I love all consoles, but I prefer the PlayStation because.
But I think it would be ignorant to denounce how good Xbox really is. Like,
the Game Pass is good. Game Pass is good. I'll give them that.
Game Pass is beyond good.
It's the best deal. It's the best deal for gamers. It is the best deal for gamers. It is the best deal for gamers.
If there's no exclusives, if they had more exclusives, they wouldn't have a Game Pass.
That's exclusive coming out though. That's the crazy part.
I'm not done. What I was getting at is that we're all saying subjective opinions and stuff, but what bothers me the most about the Xbox Series X and stuff, like, they are the first console in like console launch history to release a brand new console, next gen console, with nothing, no launch titles, nothing. All they really had was Game Pass and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, you wait, the games are coming." It's been 2 years now, and what? Halo Infinite. What
Money
else?
grab.
Forza. What else?
Money grab.
That's what I've been saying from the start.
Money grab.
Nobody talks about.
Forgetting the thing though. Their ecosystem. Fuck the exclusives for them. They don't need that. Sony is the one that needs the exclusives. Xbox don't need an exclusive. They got the.
So why buy a brand new console with no new? Why buy a brand new console? When I bought the PS3, they were brand new games on the PS3. When I bought the PS2, they were brand new games on PS2.
No. I got the perfect answer. You buy a new console for the same reason why you buy a new pair of socks.
Because you want to be the first to have it. Because you want to say, "Ooh, I got one." You want to be part of the hype. You want to have one. But honestly,
the brand new next gen games. That's why I buy brand new next gen consoles.
And
the PS5 had like brand new next gen games.
What brand new game that came out that was launch title that came out with it?
Demon Souls remake. They have Miles Morales.
That's a remake. That's not new.
And Miles Morales is the PS4 game.
Okay. Demon Souls remake is a remake that's on PS5 only. It's like saying Fantasy Vii remake is the same. They're not the same game. They're completely different leagues.
Just because it looked different, and they changed it up to fit that PS5 controller with the active buttons and everything like that, doesn't make it a remake. And that's the thing that's crazy about it.
Godfall, yeah.
Godfall.
And Godfall, yeah.
Let's not forget.
Godfall's a time exclusive. It's going to Xbox. So is yes, it is. So is Deathloop. It's going to Xbox. It's just a timed exclusive. That Sony has said that.
We got it first. I'm hating.
Here we go. This
But listen. Nobody ever talks about how Xbox did rip off the Game Pass idea from PlayStation. PlayStation now was the Game Pass, our Game Pass.
It was.
Xbox,
to keep it real with you.
Kudos
to keep it real with you.
Capitalizing on the opportunity. Kudos to them.
But
they have not come up with anything original since 2014. Let's be real.
They came out with the Connect. They came out with the Connect, and then PlayStation went and bought and bid off of that.
Because
no, they didn't, J-Type. Because let me tell you, the PlayStation iToy came on the PS, what, 3, or some shit like that? Nigga, that shit was way before Xbox even came out. It was in the Xbox when that shit came out.
Well,
and that was the iToy, and that was years ago. We had all that shit first.
ColecoVision started that though. No. ColecoVision was the first. It was either ColecoVision. It was the one shit.
He took it back. God damn, I wasn't even born yet.
Hell yeah, nigga, because we talk about niggas borrowing. Hell yeah, we gonna take it back. Whatever console, and this is from your era, Diddy, because you 58 years old. Nigga, this is your era.
You stupid. I am 58 years old. I look good with 58 then. Hell yeah, let's go. Black don't crack.
You know it.
What was I about to say though? What was I about to get at? It had something to do with the
something about ColecoVision.
Do you think? Hold on. Now that you mentioned,
I lost the point.
Do you think PlayStation will be bold enough to release 10 new games in the beginning of the month on top of the 2 freebie or the 3 freebie games that the regular Essential Pass users get?
Why not?
I don't see why they wouldn't do that. I mean, they do got that partnership with Ubisoft Plus, so I think that's something to look at right there. That's gonna bring more games to the new PlayStation Plus service. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, when they dropped this PlayStation Plus thing and they gave us God of War, I'm just like, fuck, how many times you gonna give it this game? Like, this is crazy.
They gave us to us
because there are people who haven't played the game yet.
I mean,
my point exactly.
I think J-Type's biggest point is why though. Like we got it. We already had it.
We already got it.
It's now. They put it on the collection, and now it's on the thing. Like, why that one specifically?
Because
it makes sense.
Again,
it's
not
exclusive title.
Not a lot of people have. There's some people who haven't played it yet.
I'm gonna just keep it 100. That's. I really feel like that's not true. That game has been on sale for almost every Black Friday for $10. Like, I can't sit here and give you more shots on that.
Here's the thing.
And the days of play sale, that game was $10. The days of play just passed.
For example, like the game Red Dead Redemption 2. Guess what? I haven't played the game yet, but it was free on PS Plus. Now it's free again, and I'm happy now.
Free, but you could have played that free on Xbox.
But he didn't play it, nigga. He could have played it, but he didn't.
Right, so he wanted to spend his money on that. That's what he chose to do. Like, he chose to go.
I don't want to buy it, nigga. I don't want to buy it.
God of War 4.
I'm not buying Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remake. I'm not buying that shit. I'm gonna buy that shit when it's free. I'll play it.
Listen,
I'm tired of remakes.
But I'll tell you this much: if you are a true PlayStation gamer and you have not played God of War, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The game been out since.
Well, I mean, the thing is, not everyone can afford a PS4,
and that's why Game Pass come in handy because it's cheap. It's all the free games.
And if
we're talking about I'm gonna keep it 100 because I was poor. And I got a lot of money. I was poor.
How much Game Pass?
Game Pass is like $15 a month.
How much is $15 a month times 12?
I don't want to be stuck with one game. Game though. So
how much is 15 times fucking 12, nigga, or whatever the case is, nigga? You still like spending, ain't shit free.
Like that.
Ain't nothing free, nigga. So you getting these weak ass games that's gonna be discounted at GameStop when you turn them in at fucking store credit.
It's so 15 times 12 is $180. That's for the whole year, right? That's only going to allow me. Let me speak. That's only going to allow me to buy 3 PlayStation 3 games, bro. And then I still got to take money out of that to pay for the online and everything like that if I want to play with my friends.
The best thing about Game Pass,
online ain't free today, tight. Online ain't free at Xbox. How much you pay for the online shit?
But
the Game Pass is fucking 180.
I don't know.
Well, you better figure it out, gamer.
I know.
How much?
Because I had the Xbox. It's $15 included with the Game Pass.
Oh,
so
then it's included with Game Pass.
$30 a month.
I'll tell you this right now.
No,
Xbox,
no, not
Xbox
30.
is doing the same thing that Lil Wayne, Dipset, and G Unit did. They're flooding the streets with all this content, and eventually the next big thing is gonna come. There's always a method to everybody's madness, and I understand PlayStation's method. They're going to drop something big either at the end of the year or the start.
Well,
of
how about let people get?
They always do.
I don't know. I say maybe start there. Can the nigga get your
The best.
How about that?
The best thing about Game Pass, the best thing about Game Pass is the fact that brand new games launch day one on Game Pass. That's the best thing about it. I will admit that.
MLB, I know, Diddy, you don't give a fuck about it, but that was a PlayStation exclusive. They had to open up that license to put it on Xbox. It went over there for free on Xbox, and PlayStation gamers were complaining that, fuck, nigga, this has been exclusive for years, and now we gotta pay for it. How is that fucking fair?
Like I said before, since Xbox ain't got that's not what I'm about to say. Since Xbox ain't got no exclusive games, the least we can do is give you Game Pass. Since we can't got no shit coming out for y'all to play, let us at least give you Game Pass. So imagine if they didn't have Game Pass either, and we had to wait on games to drop. That's what they're at least thinking. That's the least y'all can do is give Game Pass for niggas that got no goddamn games.
They wouldn't wait for games to drop because games get dropped every Wednesday and every Friday, so they would still have a bunch of games to play. They just wouldn't have exclusives.
Indie games,
they got
I know.
They got all that.
Even
if you take out
indie games,
PlayStation exclusives, if you take out PlayStation exclusives, there's no exclusives now on the market, right? There's no exclusives now. If you take out PlayStation exclusives, because that's what everybody talk about, the exclusives. Yep. Xbox would be better, but because for the PlayStation fans, PlayStation has those exclusive titles, God of War, and all of them, Returnal.
Like I said, J-Type. Like I already said, J-Type.
Xbox will be better.
Like I said, Xbox has to do that, J-Type. They have no choice. They have no choice. They wouldn't have an Xbox Game Pass if they had exclusives. They wouldn't even have this shit. Because for what reason?
Echo effect.
What reason?
Do you guys think Game Pass will ever come to PlayStation?
We have it,
man. Thank you, man. It's fucking the tier shit.
Hey, we don't have it now. We don't have it now.
It's been on the market for 4 or 5 days right now. Give it time. It's going to build.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I have PlayStation now since day one. That was like 10 years. That was 10 years. I've never got a PlayStation game day one. I had it since it came out. I had PlayStation Plus since it came out. I've never got a day one game ever.
Yeah,
I don't feel that PlayStation is going to do that. Here's why. PlayStation has already came on and said we will never put our AAA titles for day one. That does not make sense for our company, for what we do.
Fine.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them.
It's a marathon and not a sprint. That's why they
Thank you. Smart. It is. Because let me tell you.
Game Pass is going to be winning for the longest time.
No, they're not. And let me tell you this real quick. I'm going to tell you why. PlayStation, listen when I tell you this shit. I don't even want, if PlayStation had a Game Pass, bro, I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't want to play it exclusive on the PlayStation Game Pass for free. One, the PlayStation got way better collector's editions and bundles and statues. You're not going to get that shit. You're going to play the game for free, beat the fucking game. That's it, nigga. You're not getting no statue. You're not getting no Horizon statue. You're not getting no God of War statue. You're not getting no Infamous statue. You're not getting no Last of Us statue. You're not getting none of that shit. You're going to play the fucking game for free for $108 a year and move on, nigga. I want the heat, nigga. I want the t-shirt. I want the poster. I want the sweater. I want the cups. I want the mugs. I want all that shit, nigga.
Gear store. They can take all that stuff
ain't got no fucking merchandise.
PlayStation Gear store.
They ain't got no merchandise.
They put all that on the PlayStation Gear store.
They ain't got no gear store. They ain't got none of that shit. So PlayStation is fucking them up, nigga. All Xbox got is the Game Pass, and they can have that shit, nigga. Keep it. Keep that shit.
Go ahead.
What?
The scope of today is significantly more expensive than it was back then. I'm about to share a story with y'all, and I'm not looking for boo-hoos or nothing. I come from a single parent household. My father was around, but he was not buying games. My mother and my brother were the sole provider of my video games. I can tell you this much: if I had Game Pass when I was 15, I'd have been well more behaved.
How old are we now? Do we have jobs now? Can we afford shit now? Like Keith Sweat said. Like Keith Sweat said. Like Keith Sweat said. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm paying the price, bro. I work hard enough for it. I'm working out here every day in the street. I'm making money. I'm buying what I want to buy. I'm buying kids my shit want to buy. I'm working for it.
But you gotta think
right. You got to think about it, though. That's just you, Diddy. That's just me, Diddy. But that's not Mo Chocolate. Mo Chocolate had to save up to get his PlayStation 5 and everything like that.
Save up, nigga.
That's not everybody else. You can't speak for everybody else. You can't speak for everybody else.
God bless the child that can save his own. I'm working with my kids. When I get games, they get games. When I buy shit, they get shit. When I buy shit, they get shit.
Right, that's
nigga, fuck that shit. I work with my kids, nigga, for my family, and myself, and everybody.
I guess it just depends on what type of consumer you are.
If your ass live in San Bernardino and can't afford PS5, then damn it, shit, man, put it on your Christmas list. Hope Santa might chop one off for your ass. I don't know.
If your ass can't afford a PS5, damn it, put it on your Christmas list.
Talk to him. Hello. Wherever you at. Shit.
Going back to what I said earlier about Game Pass, maybe if Game Pass ever went to PlayStation, I feel like obviously because Xbox is all about gamers playing together. They have no problem giving their games to Nintendo giving their games to Xbox, so supporting cross play and stuff. I feel like if PlayStation wasn't so stubborn, and stuff, I feel like they would allow Game Pass on PlayStation if Microsoft and PlayStation agreed. You know,
I remember my earlier point. Mo just reminded me of my earlier point. So, no disrespect to my Japanese people and whatnot, but the culture in Japan is significantly different than the culture in America. In Japan,
agreed.
A lot of them are single, loners, isolated. So this is why we do get games, again, like Final Fantasy. We get these long-ass single-player games.
Yeah.
That's what type of company PlayStation is. They're Japanese. They're a Japanese company. So, when you switch over to Xbox, you get everyone together because Americans, we don't have isolation pods and all of that like how they got over there.
We don't have patience.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I like that shit.
So the scope is. Oh, me too. I'm a single player gamer. I barely. As far as multiplayer,
barely go online, right? Really, I don't give a damn about Call of Duty.
I don't play. Yeah, I was about to say I don't really play much.
It took me forever to buy the stuff for Destiny too. It took me forever. Diddy was like, Jay, come on. I was like, nah, nigga, I don't want to play that, but I got it and I'm playing it. I'm like, okay, this shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more into like single player games I can play by myself. I don't need to play nobody else and everything like that. You know, not saying I'm a loner or anything like that, but shit, my family come up different. My background bringing up was different. My mother is a fucking Crip. She from Rolling 20s Crips in Los Angeles. My brother is a Blood. Okay, he's a real game banger. Like this is crazy. So my upbringing and background is totally different. I'm not like my brothers. I wasn't like how everybody else was. So I played my getaway was video games. I love God of War. I love Kingdom Hearts. I love playing the Dragon Ball Z games and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I love the Dead Spaces and whatnot. But as a child growing up, I couldn't afford these things. But as a grown man, I have an 8K TV that's 82 inches that costs $10,000 in my living room.
So does your mom and brother get along, J-Tight?
It's crazy. They do. At first they didn't.
Most stupid as shit.
As a kid and everything like that. Well, I mean, I look at it like this. I'm kind of like Diddy. If I got it, I'm gonna get whatever I want. Because as a kid, I feel like I was deprived, not having stuff that damn I wanted, not being able to go buy whatever I wanted to get and everything like that. See, I grew up from a different background. I done been to jail plenty of times. PlayStation know that, but they still put me on the show. So I'm a real hood ass nigga. PlayStation know that, and guess what? They put me on 2 shows. So again, it's how you uphold yourself and everything like that. So for me, I was a little different. I didn't have all this stuff. Now I want the nicest shit in the world. Because that's just how I am.
So does your mom and brother get along then?
Oh yeah, they get along now, but as they younger days coming up, they didn't really get along and everything like that. But now they older, you know what I'm saying? They're a lot older and they get along and everything like that. So everything is cool. But I'm just saying that's my background. I grew up on. I was a county kid, food stamps, and y'all know what EBT
me
is.
too, nigga.
Yo,
So it's,
I think all of us.
Damn it.
right. So for me, it's just sitting here thinking like, damn, if I had to really think back in the days when I was a kid, what would be better? Well, of course, it would be Xbox. Here's the only reason why I can see my mom paying $15 because that's nothing then compared to going playing $60, $50, $80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, depending on where your pockets was at, because
and that's even in today's time, and that's now. Just because we in a new century and everything like that, that don't mean the poor people are poor and that they, you know, some of them are up and some of them are not. I live in low income apartments. My rent $300.
I got one. Okay, say you can't afford the PlayStation games for $75 and all that shit like that. Did you know? It's all good. Did you know? It's all good. Did you know? In today's time, they got Afterpay. They got Scissor. They got fucking all.
My mom
you want the game, nigga? You can make payments like you make payments. You can make payments like you pay $15 a month. You can pay 4 easy payments of this. You can pay 5 easy payments of that. You can get what you want to get on payments, nigga, and you don't need no good credit.
You've been a child in this day and era. The old mom, your mom or dad, or my mom and dad would sit here and mess up their credit to get you a game.
No, not mess up credit to give me a game. If I work hard and get good grades, they say they're gonna give me a game if they can. Mom, I found the game I want. It's $80 for the PlayStation 5 game. Can you do the Afterpay, Mom? What is it like? What $10 a month for like 5-6 months? Sure. Or $15 a month forever.
But
nigga.
we don't know that.
If I want that game, nigga. I'm just saying, nigga. I'm just saying.
I can tell
it's
you
the same price. It's the same thing.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my mom ain't doing no shit like that.
Well, your mom, but she ain't doing the Xbox either. She ain't doing that shit either, nigga. $15 a month, every month. This month you was fucking up, son. This month you had bad grades, son. This month you was fucking up in game banking. You're not getting Xbox plans this month, son.
But
or next month. What you gonna do?
When you do good, you're gonna get that $15 right back, and you're gonna get everything you need. You
don't
have all the games
without no game. That's the stressful life. I kill myself as a kid again.
Can I say this though? Can I say this? 2 things. Diddy brought up Afterpay. What y'all niggas know about Renison?
Oh,
thank you.
No.
My first
you.
Super Nintendo was from Renison.
No, thank you.
You know how many motherfuckers got shit from Renison?
Richie Moore, you right? Because I got a system for that shit too. I have to go to Renison to get the shit too.
I think today, the scope, like, you know, consumerism is different now. Like, depending on what type of consumer you are, it may be more worth it to go with the Xbox just because at least you get something for $15 a month. Like, you do get like 100-some games. Now, me personally, because I had an Xbox for a couple weeks, I think I had it for a solid month. No, I had it for a little longer than that. I ain't gonna lie, but I didn't play it that much because all the games I prefer, all the single player shit is on PlayStation. You get what I'm saying? But I kept saying to myself, like, damn, if I would have had this when I was 15, nigga, I'd have been on top of the fucking world. If I had a fucking pass for $15, they gave me 100+ games, nigga, I would have never came out of my fucking room.
You know what? I just want to say this, and then I'm gonna get off the topic of it and everything like that. I just want to say this. Right now, what Microsoft is doing is, their console is like the cheapest console is $299, and you got to have the online, and it's $15 included and everything like that. I feel like what they doing is for people that's still in poverty, people that's still low income, people that can't afford it and everything like that. People who be like, damn, I wish I can have this. Where PlayStation, on the other hand, is like, we sorry. If you ain't a middle class America or middle class anything, we're not gonna get it. I'm fortunate to have 2 PlayStation 5s in my house. I don't know nobody who got 2 PlayStation 5s. I don't know nobody who had 20 PlayStation 5s. You know how much money it cost me to buy all those PlayStation 5s?
I don't know more than 10 niggas.
You had 20 PS5s?
I had Levi. Am I lying, Levi?
20.
I have 20 PlayStation 5, bro.
I seen like
20?
6 of them in person. I seen like 6 of them fits in person. Yeah,
listen to me, J
God
Tight.
damn, Jay.
Listen to me, J Tight.
Jay.
J Tight, listen to me. Listen to me, J Tight, about this poor family, middle class, affordable. Listen to me. This is the listen to me. Hear me out. This the PlayStation motherfucking 5, nigga. With 120 hertz, a possible 8K for $499, nigga. That's the ultimate deal. That's for low class niggas too. You can't afford the PS5 for nigga. The PS5 is $500. That is a steal. That's on PC level graphics, nigga. 8K ready if you can get the TV. 120 hertz, stupid games, Pro, nigga, all that shit. Control do all kinds of shit for $499. It's not PlayStation fault that these hoarders is buying them at a bundle and selling for $1,000. That's not PlayStation fault for that shit. They want everyone to get a PS5. So they made so many, but bitch-ass hoarders that get millions of systems and hoard them, they try to make money or whatever the case is, so nobody can get none. That's not PlayStation fault. So that's scammers. So that's not
PlayStation
the low-class niggas can get a PS5.
Well, make
was the
make
PS3 at the time.
It though. Like, wait a minute. Because here's the thing, right? Diddy low-key, you a Republican. I gotta say that. Hey, this nigga.
I know Republican, but let me hear.
But I agree and I disagree. Because I agree with you. Yes, maybe scalpers are kind of part of the reason, but scalping wouldn't be a thing.
They are. They ain't no kind of. They is, nigga.
But scalping wouldn't be an issue if they made enough.
Yeah, but
niggas don't
If they took the priority like Xbox did and said, "Hey, I'ma play the extra for the priority to make my console first." They didn't want to pay the extra priority for the chips, but Xbox said, "We are."
I will say, the Japanese have a different mindset than us Americans. Or the people that live in North America.
So they don't give a fuck if you poor or not.
It's like, we want to make our systems very exclusive and let's make a limited amount. Because it could be possible, anything is possible. Let's make a limited amount so we can go ahead and give the demand or supply the demand later on down the road. So people can just go crazy over our system, which it's working. If you really look at the numbers.
And I want to say this, you guys. My homeboy,
Nintendo did it too. When Nintendo came out on Christmas time, they only had a limited amount on Christmas. When the Switch came out, they had so many around Christmas. They knew they was gonna sell out. You couldn't find a Nintendo Switch for shit during the holidays.
Nowhere.
And that's Japan.
2 Christmases already. The PlayStation been out for 2 years. I'm just saying, like, a lot of Christmas already passed, and these motherfuckers still weren't available. So.
You know why? Because niggas be getting 30 and 40 and 100 PS5s. I've seen videos where niggas got over 100 PS5s, nigga just hoarding them. A gang of them. Nigga, please. They had enough PS5 for everybody to get. They just got niggas in this day of time that just resell everything for a crazy price. They had Travis Scott, Big Macs, nigga, the receipt for like $100. Just stupid shit. So, the times have changed, and the scalpers, they fucked the game up. The shoe game, the game, the clothing game, the everything game. They just jacked it up. It's over now. So it's hard to get shit now. They have everything right.
I have a question for the crew. So basically, I'm going to rewind back to my original question. It's like, if I only played on the Xbox Series X, what is there to look forward to for the remainder of this year? I'm actually curious because with the PS5, I can name like 3 games coming out this year for the PS5. Where the Series X, I'm like, what is there?
Well, other than God of War,
there's nothing
else is coming out. Wait. Other than God of War, what else is coming out?
There's the Crisis Core remake.
Well, I don't need
shit I already played.
But is that an exclusive?
It's on PS4, PS5.
Okay, fair enough, I guess. Okay.
So is it going to Xbox though, or is it only?
And Forspoken, which is a PS5 exclusive.
All right, so that's 3 games.
That's a good ass question right there too.
One of them's a I was about to say, I mean, that's a solid question, but people who buy
0.
Xboxes are buying.
And
Xboxes,
also, Crisis Core is on the PSP. Like, so don't say I can play Crisis Core on what? It's only on the PSP. You can emulate it, yeah, but it's only on the P. I don't have a PSP. I have no way of playing Crisis Core right now. But now the remake is coming out for PS4, PS5, so I have that to look forward to.
Well,
now, other than the Xbox, where they are coming.
That's not a horrible question. That's not a horrible
and we have four.
That just brings us back to the original point. Xbox has no exclusive games. They don't.
I mean,
they got to look forward to Ninja Turtles
either, though. But
they don't need them either. And yeah, they got Ninja Turtles just like PlayStation got Ninja Turtles.
I don't know how to get it through to y'all, but it's not them that needs the exclusive. It's Sony and Nintendo that needs them damn exclusive. Xbox is
to be honest, I don't feel like we really need the exclusive. The exclusives are just there.
Shit.
What?
Stop it.
The exclusives are there because we have the studios that actually put in the time, the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears into all of their games. Microsoft doesn't have that. That's why they went ahead and bought all these studios that already have been established and made these catalogs of games so they can put on their Game Pass. Which, like I said,
sounds smart to me.
2 years later,
never lie, bro. That's the ultimate answer, nigga. You just
sound kind of genius to me, though. That sounds smart to me. I don't know. That sounds like some niggas that's trying to get some money out.
It is smart, but on the top of that, bro, it's whatever.
Like I said, they copied PlayStation because PlayStation Now came out way 4 years before the Xbox.
Yeah,
but PlayStation Now,
2014 to be exact.
Whether
Game Pass came out 2018.
Whether they copied it or not, right? Whether they copied it
I mean,
or
you
not,
said games that's coming out.
The better value is in Game Pass. PlayStation Now, nigga, I had to stream a game. It's crazy. That was insane.
Man, that shit jumpy as fuck.
And not only that, I had to pay for that and PlayStation Plus. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Please. God damn, I gotta play for both. Come on.
Yeah, they only hit some niggas over here and tell me I was paying for both. I was paying for PlayStation Now and paying for PlayStation Plus. But see, my kids, they didn't want all the hot games and everything like that. So that was perfect. Like, here you go. You got 1,000 games to play, whatever you guys want to play. And whatever coming on PlayStation Plus and everything like that. There you go. But you said games that to look forward to that's coming out on Xbox. We got Call of Duty. That's coming out.
Okay. That's also on PlayStation.
Xbox. Let me speak. Xbox are not caring about exclusives. So if you take away exclusive from PlayStation, they have the same games Xbox got coming out. If
well,
you take away
Call of Duty on my PS, I can play Call of Duty on my PS4, PS5. So
I mean,
that's right. So if you take exclusives away from PlayStation, what do they have?
So why buy Xbox? What's the reason to buy Xbox? What's the reason to buy Xbox Series X?
Game Pass.
Can you do the old Xbox? Is that on the old Xbox?
No, it's not. What? I don't know.
Yeah, it is on the old Xbox.
Hold on.
It's on the Xbox X.
Hold on.
Because
they got Fallout 76 coming out.
Fallout 76 is already on PlayStation Now.
Right.
PlayStation Plus. I'm sorry, Premium.
I meant, Jay, what is coming out for Xbox the remainder of this year that's only on the Xbox?
Okay, now you're revising your question. Okay, so again, like I said, now it's a different question, Mo Chocolate, because just like everybody know,
that's my point.
Just like everybody know, Xbox don't have no exclusives coming out, but that's not to sit here and say there's no games coming out for that console. Yeah, it's games coming out on both consoles and everything like that.
Xbox, yes or no?
I don't know. You figure that out. I don't know.
It is, Mr. Muller.
It is. Because I used to work for a prestigious bank that worked exclusively with Xbox and provided the Xbox X with the Game Pass as well. So yes.
Okay, now why am I buying the new Series X? What's the reason I'm buying that system for?
The same reason why you buy the PlayStation 5 for, because it's a powerful console. I didn't buy it for the exclusives. I'm gonna keep it 100.
That's why I'm buying the PS5.
Every system.
It's a powerful console, right, J-Type? It's a powerful console, right? Now, what games am I gonna buy that's gonna support this? What games are gonna support this powerful system? And when do I expect it to come out?
Here we go. As soon as Microsoft and they just acquire all these studios, make a game that can go on that console and push it to the limits, that's the game you're gonna play.
A date?
I don't
know
what it's gonna be.
2 years.
I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what
Okay.
I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know
game-
when it's coming out.
Okay.
But guess what though?
I hear you.
It's been games that's
Okay,
been
I hear
taking
you.
way longer. God of War Ragnarok. It's been talked about. It's been like 2 years.
So I don't need the new Xbox Series X until they drop some games that's powerful enough for the system, right? So I can play my Game Pass on my old Xbox and be cool.
The only game
Like
that
my old Xbox and have the same Game Pass with the same.
You can play your PlayStation 4 Pro and play the same games, bro. They don't really have that many exclusives. That's only on PlayStation 5.
Play Returnal. I can't play Ratchet and Clank. I can't play them games. I can't play them games.
That's one game.
Time out.
That's not one game.
The only game Xbox is going to drop is Elder Scrolls. And they made it exclusively for Xbox because they want more people to buy the Xbox. And Elder Scrolls is already an established game.
All right.
But wait a minute, though. But wait. What PS5 exclusives is worth getting a PS5 right now?
Right Ratchet and Clank? Are you fucking serious?
Ratchet and Clank.
That's on PS4. That's on PS4.
Which? That's on PS4?
Spider-Man's on
Spider-Man.
PS4.
Mo Chocolate just said Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's on the PS4.
I did not say Spider-Man. I said Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. Godfall. I want to play them two motherfucking games.
Godfall is on the PS4.
Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls.
Demon Souls, a PS3.
Also,
PS5
Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Final Fantasy VII Intergrade.
No, I'm talking about
well, nigga, which one?
We're not talking about what's out. We're talking about what's out right now that you can only play on a PlayStation 5. That's hella hot. That you can only play.
That's
Ratchet and
You know what it
Clank.
sound like to me? Okay, you know what it sound like to me? I'm gonna go ahead and make it official. We changing this shit from we talking to PlayStation, we talking games. Or I'm not fucking with this shit no more. Because I see that you niggas ain't
don't hate. Because remember, you said we opened it up to talk about everything. Now your feelings getting hurt.
So we gonna talk games.
Now
we gonna talk games from now on.
You ain't no feelings, nigga.
You don't play the PlayStation games. You don't beat them. You don't play them. You talking shit.
It don't matter. I got enough money to buy them. So it don't matter. I got enough money to buy them. I don't care if games you buy. Money to buy them. So it don't matter. I don't need to play them. Back in Xbox, nigga. You got an excuse for Xbox every time you got something for Xbox. Xbox. I'm just saying.
Hold up.
You always hate every time.
Time out.
You goddamn right, nigga. And I got a reason why I hate.
Time out. Okay, to answer your question, J-Tide, there's Returnal, there's Ratchet and Clank, there's Demon Souls, there's the Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC, there's that the Astrobot Playroom, there's Destruction All Stars. Destruction All Stars.
Destruction All Stars. That's why they get that shit for free.
All Stars. You right.
I just named 5 games.
But those are not reasons why I need to own a PlayStation 5, though.
But your question was, Jay, what game is available right now that you can only play on PS5? I just named you 5. Whether you like it or not, it's irrelevant.
That ain't what you want to play. It's what's on there. That's not what you want to play.
Whether you like the games or not is irrelevant. The question was, what games are on the PS5 right now?
No. He said what games are worth mentioning.
Worth mentioning, because you guys just sit here and said Returnal only a number 2, but you gonna mention it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive only.
Not right now. It's too soon. The game is still new, nigga. It just came out. It don't need no part 2 already.
Nigga, it came out last year.
It came out. You don't need to mention it.
It came out last year. It just got free.
How long games take to come out? How long games take to come out? They work on game about 3, 4, 5 years, bro. They take forever to come out. They don't need
so
no
that means Xbox got some
already.
exclusives coming because it take 3, 4, 5 years according to what you just said.
The system came out 2 years ago.
Hold on.
There's one game out for that motherfucker. And that's Halo, which is on all the systems. All the old Xbox. That Halo can be played on the old Xbox, nigga. So why am I buying this to be doing? Why am I buying an Xbox if I can only play one Halo game, which I can play on the old Xbox? One game in 2 years.
Why is nobody mentioning Horizon's Forbidden West? Like if that's
because that's not a PS5 exclusive.
That shit is garbage. Because that shit
the game can play on PS4. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Bro, I got the game and I could tell, Forbidden West is not worth mentioning anywhere. That game got overshadowed by Skyrim or Elden Ring, excuse me.
Elden Ring, yeah.
just like the fucking first one got overshadowed by Zelda. That game ain't worth a goddamn.
I mean, graphically, it's one of the best looking games out right now. But everything else,
cares about
man,
graphics.
Right. But what can we play?
I care about graphics. I got graphics. I want 120 hertz.
yeah.
I mean, I played the person. The person was great.
J-Tide.
The person was great.
J-Tide.
I ain't played the second one yet.
J-Tide, now just your question earlier, can you clarify your question again, please, sir?
I want to know what PS5 games are worth mentioning that's exclusive only.
Ratchet and
Because
Clank
I'm going to tell you right now.
Go on.
Demon Souls I can play on my PS3. Granted, I get it. It's a PS5 only, but it's a remake, so that don't even really count.
But it shows the power of the PS5, the fast loading,
what shows
the graphics.
To me, what shows the power of the PS5, and I feel like it's shitting on all of them, is that Spider-Man Miles Morales. That game looked fucking fantastic, and you see the difference from the PS4 Pro version and the PS5 version. I get it, but you just saying
I think Ratchet and Clank looks. I think Ratchet and Clank looks better, if I'm being honest.
Oh no,
Ratchet and Clank.
I agree.
I was about to say
I agree.
Probably be that Ratchet
also,
and Clank.
I agree.
Cyberpunk looks phenomenal on the PS5. The PS5 version.
Right.
It look all right. I agree. I got that game. It look all right.
But you can't even put Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man in the same category, though.
I don't
I would say Spider-Man is
those are real people,
because
and those are like raccoons and a whole bunch of other stuff, so they gonna look better.
It looks like a Pixar movie. You disrespectful. It looks like a Pixar movie. That shit look amazing on the PS5.
Movies don't look better than in-game. So
man, they both look great. They look fantastic with that system.
Tell me that
Toy Story
animation
to live action.
Incredible.
You can't compare animation to live action.
You can't compare Spider-Man Miles Morales to Ratchet and Clank. It's two different games.
You know what look like? Different. You know what look better than Miles Morales? You know what look better than Miles Morales? You know what look better than Miles Morales on the PS5? That Uncharted Legacy Collection. That shit look way better than Spider-Man. I'm sorry. Beautiful. That shit look beautiful. And I'm playing it right now.
That shit look
way better than Spider-Man.
It's like, oh my gosh.
God of War on PS5 looks amazing. God of War 4 on PS5 looks, my God.
Oh my God.
But I mean,
God.
honestly, the majority
better on
of
the
PS5
PC.
games, the majority of PS5 games I played, they all look good. I mean, that's kind of going without, you know what I'm saying? That kind of goes without saying. But I think what I really want as a PS5 owner, I want a game. Like, give me a fucking game. Give me something that's gonna have my fucking PS5 with it.
God of War Ragnarok.
Like,
well, I don't want them to drop that this year. I want them to drop it next year. But
me too.
They do drop
so Elder Ring get game of the year, bro.
And
then
let God of War shine all next year. Let it shine.
Yeah.
Well, I think technically, if it drops, because don't you got like a specific time frame? So I'm saying, I think if it drops in November, I think it would count towards next year, if I'm not mistaken.
True. They talking September though, man. So I don't know.
What do you guys think about The Last of Us remake?
10 out of 10.
I like it. I just don't like the price point. Like it's a little.
I love it. They're gonna get my money.
How much is it?
I just love it too much.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. I love it. How much it cost?
Here's the thing, because I am on the fence, because 70. if they add new things in terms of story, if they add new story elements, I'll buy it. But if it's literally the exact same game, then I'm not going to buy it, because I can't justify buying 70.
And they're going to do the controller features.
I'm with Levi. I'm buying that shit, and it's gonna come out right when that PS5 Pro Controller come out. Together forever, like a goddamn duet. I'm buying them both together at the same time.
I mean, I already own the game, so I don't know if I can justify buying it again. You know.
I can. I'm going for the platinum, and I love that shit.
Last of Us 1. I bought that shit maybe like 4 times already. I bought it on PS3 twice.
I bought it twice.
I sold it.
I bought it twice.
I bought it on PS4. Yeah, I bought it on PS4.
And I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, because the remake does look better than the original, yes. But some of the footage they've been showing, I feel like the original looks better than the remake. If I'm keeping it 100 with y'all.
Mm-hmm. I got to see it. I ain't seen that shit.
I was about to say, my eyes must be fucked up then, because I ain't seen nothing from that 2013 game that looked better than this remake. I don't know.
It's just because it looks better, but they took the color out. Whereas the OG game has a lot of color and a lot of saturation, but the remake looks more realistic, more grounded, so it looks less colorful. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me. No. I don't know. You ain't saying that negative yet to me.
I got a specific question for y'all.
Yeah.
One Piece Odyssey.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, bro. Nigga, Richie Mula, One Piece is the greatest anime of all time. Let me just say that right now, but that's my opinion.
I wouldn't say the greatest.
I would say
top five.
That's my number one. Motherfucking, when that game come out, bro, I'm not playing shit. I don't care. Ragnarok come out. I don't care what the fuck come out. I'm getting a platinum on that one first. I'm dead ass.
Is it coming out on Xbox?
I'm dead. No, what?
Yes, it is. It'll be on Xbox.
PS5.
No, it's not exclusive.
Yeah.
It's not exclusive, but I'm just saying I'm going for the platinum trophy. I'm not playing.
Good question, my nigga.
What did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say? What did he say? Why does that matter? Why does that matter, Xbox fan?
It's a good question.
We know it's on the bullshit. It's not exclusive.
Dragon Ball Z
you know it's not exclusive
on Xbox and PlayStation.
You know it's not exclusive. Ain't no anime game exclusive on the system.
As well. Even the DLCs are still phenomenal.
Yeah,
yes, Kakarot looks amazing. Oh my god.
That was my first platinum trophy right there.
Nice.
All right, I'm platinum One Piece Odyssey because One Piece Odyssey is gonna be off the chain. It's like the first One Piece RPG, which deserves an RPG because One Piece is that massive of a story that it deserves an RPG. I can't wait to get Odyssey. I may be the only one in this room buying that shit, but I'm getting that for sure. Day one.
Odyssey's an RPG.
I'm definitely buying.
Yes, bro. RPG.
I'm gonna get it.
No doubt, bro.
I'm not a fan.
I understand.
I understand One Piece is a long anime, but the story and the animation is ridiculous. It's not Demon Slayer animation, but I'm telling you, it's a great.
Be careful.
Great anime.
Let me ask you all this. Do you guys realize how big of a year 2023 is going to be for gamers?
Oh, 1,000%.
There's let's look at the list. We got the Dead Space remake. We got RE4 remake. We have RE4 remake. We have Final Fantasy 16. We got Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, Spider-Man 2, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Starfield. What's it called? Starfield and the Suicide Squad game. Like there are some every single month of bangers coming out. And we got the protocol, the Coalition Protocol in December, and then Demon Souls, and then RE4 remake. Let's go, man! It's just banger after banger all next year.
That's what I was about to follow up with. I was gonna actually throw something positive in there, and I was gonna say, at this point right now, gaming is as accessible, I want to say, as it's probably ever been. Like you see a lot more new gamers because it's acceptable. Like the stigma of being like, I guess, like a fat lazy bastard is no longer really there. You know, when you have people making millions of dollars. I mean, what's the dude who used to play Fortnite with the color hair? I don't
Ninja.
Yeah. I mean, this nigga is a fucking super 1,000 millionaire, quadruple millionaire off of gaming and shit. So now you have people kind of coming, around to it a little bit more. It's acceptable a lot more. And it's good. It's good. We're definitely in a good place.
Nothing makes more money in one day than video games. Nothing. In one day.
Movies, not that shit.
No books, no movies, video games.
X-Men, Marvel, Star Wars, all that shit. It ain't fuck with the games. You right.
Pokemon Violet coming out next year as well?
Yep. No, this year. This year. Now, if we want to talk about exclusives, like PlayStation has nothing on Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo will keep until the day they go extinct.
Because with PlayStation, their exclusives are slowly going away. Like every 4 years, a PS4 or 5 game goes to PC. Whereas Nintendo, you can only play on the console. No PC, nothing. Only on the console.
Hey,
well, remember Nintendo's models went from consoles at home to mobile consoles, handhelds. So they're in a completely different category. So you can't really
you can't play Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, Mario Party, all that on the PC or mobile. Only on the Switch. Smash Bros. Only on the Switch.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
when it comes
to do something about their console, bro, there ain't no excuse why that shit is barely not even better than the fucking PS3. That shit's crazy.
They need to lower the prices for their goddamn Breath of the Wild is still $60. Get the fuck out of here.
That's because their games hold the most resale value.
That's facts.
Yeah. I mean, Uncharted 4 is less than $40 now, and it's still a fantastic game.
Right, because look how many remakes it got and everything like that.
Even right now, to purchase a Game Boy Color, you gotta spend anywhere from $80 to $120 to get a Game Boy Color. That's ridiculous.
It's a good, it's a good game. I fucking love Breath of the Wild, but there is no logical reason for it to still be $60. Makes no sense.
Ain't no logical reason for that console to be more than $100. That shit is trash can. I don't even know how they get a fucking way with that shit, bro. What in the fuck? I'm so disappointed. Bro, I can't. I'm sorry. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
How much is the brand new Switch? How much is a brand new Switch?
$399.
It's $250 to $300.
That's not too bad. The Vita was $300.
Or $370 if you want the OLED, which ain't even. How the fuck you put an OLED screen on a 720?
Even the light version.
All they did was they stole what the PlayStation Vita was. The Vita came out the gates with an OLED screen, shitting on everything, and then the Switch came out. And they had an LCD, and it was like, well, since the Switch is selling real good, let's go ahead and put an OLED on this motherfucker. Let's waste the money now. Sony was like, we're gonna give you what you want.
I'm glad you brought up the Vita, Jay, because I was just about to ask, why do you guys think the Vita bombed?
Because the Switch came out. The Switch came out and killed everything.
I personally think that it's the price. The price when it came out was a little high for everybody at that time when it released.
Came out in 2012.
Again, the price.
I don't feel like the Vita was as popular handheld as the console. That's probably why the sales were just down and going down.
I feel like it's because of the memory sticks. The memory sticks, I think, is the biggest reason why. The fact that you have to get the Sony memory sticks and they're so goddamn expensive, whereas the 3DS, the DS, you can use any saving device. So it's I feel like that was their biggest flaw because I fucking love the Vita.
It wasn't just that. So it was they didn't make too many console exclusive games on there like that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a lot of first party titles that was amazing. The only ones that really come out to my head is Uncharted and Killzone.
There was also Sly Cooper 4 and PlayStation All-Stars. If you buy a game on PS4, you get the Vita version for free. That's freaking awesome.
Right, no, that was dope. But again, those wasn't pushing the console to its limits. Sly Cooper wasn't pushing the console like Killzone was or Uncharted.
I feel like Uncharted was pushing the Vita.
Now, do you think PlayStation will eventually revamp and try to attempt to go into the handhelds?
I feel like they're focusing on VR right now. I think that's their biggest they're focused on in terms of peripherals.
So, do you think PlayStation wants to become one of the first companies to come up with a Ready Player One type VR?
I think they're trying to compete with the Oculus 2. Because PlayStation always has one thing on the side. With the PS3, there was a PSP Go and the PSP. With the PS4 was the Vita, and now with the PS5 is the PlayStation VR. You know what I'm saying? So they always have
on just video games. Just focus on just stick to what you know.
Not even consoles. Mm-hmm. We are heading into the world with VR. And ever since I've seen Ready Player One, I want something like that in the future.
We're getting there, bro. We are getting there with the metaverse. We're basically already there. It's crazy.
That would be dope. That really
My
would be
heart
dope. I mean,
is
we have the
open to a
I'm pretty
lot
sure
of
we have the
different
technology,
ideas.
but we probably have to advance a little bit more to give it that the power that it needs.
All right.
My
Well,
heart is open to a
well,
lot of different ideas, but I would prefer to
I'm about to bounce, but before I go, y'all have any last minute questions about PlayStation or gaming in general?
Xbox ain't shit.
Not really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I said what I needed to say about Xbox, and it is what it is.
Diddy, what does Xbox have to do to like make you like them?
Give my money back for the Xbox 360. They got the ring of death like 6 times in like 1 month.
Your PS3 never broke?
Not mine.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope, not mine either.
My PS2. I remember back in the day, even with my PS2, when I was playing Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, I used to leave that bitch on because I didn't have a memory card, and I would play it the next day. Never died. Never.
That's a computer. It don't die. You can leave the computer on all night. It ain't gonna die.
Well, let me ask you guys this: would it bother y'all if PlayStation started releasing their AAA exclusives day one on PS5 and PC?
Nope, don't care.
PC. I don't know. PC is mainly
the
for
niggas.
for
The point for me is the more the merrier. Shit. The more the merrier. The more the merrier.
The thing is, like, that's why, because these games are getting so expensive to make that launching on PS4, PS5 is not enough. When they release their games on PC, that's a whole new market they're going to open the doors for. There's more people with PCs than PS5 and PS4s. So when they release God of War on PC, it sold very, very well for them. When they release Uncharted for PC, it sold very well, and it gave PlayStation more money to pump out more AAA games. Like the reason why they're releasing Spider-Man on PC, because Spider-Man 2 comes out next year. So it's like it's a way to get people to like recognize the brand, keep it fresh in their heads, and all the money they're going to make from the PC sales goes to Insomniac to make more awesome ass games. So to me, it's a win-win for all parties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, even like with all the remakes they doing, it don't really cost them that much to like remake a game they already did. Hopefully do a little extra stuff on there, polish it up like they want to, sell it, like get a whole bunch of money on that. And then make a whole new IP or something like that. Take that money to do that, or give us The Last of Us Part 3 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? After they make a bunch of money on doing their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, I personally, we knew it was going to be fan service because that's what it is. We in the world of fan service now and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I knew it was going to be The Last of Us coming Part 1. And I say they should have did The Last of Us Part 3 or something like that. That would have been like, oh, let's continue the story. But you know, we got to build money. We got to get money to do that. So let's remake and let's build this money up, and then we do The Last of Us Part 3.
Don't be surprised if that randomly exclusive drops next year.
It's like, oh wow, where'd that come from?
Next year?
Yeah,
next year.
That'd be crazy.
How long has The Last of Us 2 been out? Ain't been out like, how long has that been out for? The Last of Us 2?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years.
Oh, so 2 years. So 2 years is enough for them to make a new one, but it's not enough for Returnal. Okay.
Returnal hasn't been out a full year.
You Returnal first, type. Beat that shit first. Then worry about Part 2, man. Don't worry about Part 2.
Don't worry about what I need to do. You beat it.
Listen.
I don't want to beat it. I don't like that game. That game whack. So I don't get all that.
But you brought it up. It's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, though. But it's whack.
I'll speak on two things. Returnal, in my opinion, I will say this. It's definitely not a PS5 game, in my opinion. That shit is definitely, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
There is an audience for the game.
I was going to say that I wish that these games didn't come out as hard as they do. Like, nigga, the 8-year gap between Last of Us 1 and 2 is nuts to me, bro. Like,
it takes a long time to make these games, man. It takes at least 4 years. It takes at least 4 years to make one game.
Well, to make a quality,
exactly.
well-versed game, yes.
Yeah. From Uncharted 1 to Uncharted 2, how long was that gap?
3 years.
Okay, so from, let's see.
Uncharted 2 was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more thing before everybody leaves. What if PlayStation makes exclusively a Dead to Rights game? A new
Dead to Rights?
That game was hard back in the day with the dog.
Yeah. That's a game that I would love to see them either remaster.
I'd love to see that too.
Something new. I don't know. Shit.
No, I have something better. I have something better. I have a better idea. I have a much better idea because
it's coming.
PlayStation owns Bungie now, right? And what game does PlayStation have that's similar to Halo? Resistance. So what if they made a new Resistance game that was made by Bungie? How awesome would that be?
Well,
guess why they didn't? Guess why they haven't made another one? They haven't made another one because don't nobody want that bullshit. They didn't want it on the PS2.
No. People want that bullshit.
No, they don't.
Hey, I'm gonna stop you right here, bro. Resistance 1, 2, 3, and Burning Skies were fantastic, bro.
The only man in the world that wants that. Don't nobody want that bullshit.
Bro, almost all my friends.
All
my friends online love Resistance.
We ain't gonna do that, okay? We ain't gonna do that about my favorite exclusives, okay?
You know, hold on, time out. You know how many times, every time Insomniac Twitter shows a picture of Resistance, they get flooded with tweets saying, bring back Resistance, remake Resistance. There is 100,000 tweets saying, give us more Resistance. So there is an audience. People love Resistance.
Yeah, literally 100 people that you can fit in
100,000.
You sound like Diddy right now about the Xbox.
Just because honestly, I want new. This is why I love Death Stranding so much because it's fucking.
It was new.
It's new.
It was new.
It's new.
Man, I heard that goddamn walking simulator, nigga. That shit was boring as fuck, bro.
And no, that game was actually fun, Jay. I will agree with Levi. That game was legit fun. I actually did enjoy it.
A game that would look dope on the PlayStation 5 would be a remake or something similar along the lines to Transformers War for Cybertron.
Oh, that
game was dope.
That game was amazing, bro. Yes.
Like, not a lot of people give it its flowers, but that game was dope.
Another game that was dope too, I want them to bring back Dante's Inferno. That game was pretty dope.
Bring back Dino Crisis. Bring back Dino Crisis, man.
Make Turok great again.
Give me a remake of Dino Crisis, please. I would kill for that. But I'm gonna head to bed then. So y'all fellow gamers, peace out, alright?
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk to you. All right,
yeah, we having some live good topics right now. We having some live. I will say this: this is one of the hottest. We talking PlayStation's after party. We talking everything. Sections, okay? I'm feeling this. We're having a good time right now.
I tell you this much, it's because we like games. Myself, I tell you this much: all my favorite games are games that I've never, like games like this I've never truly experienced. Like the reason why I love Last of Us so much, because I never played anything like Last of Us. Because like I had said two episodes ago, yeah, video game stories were good, but they weren't compelling. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't like, sure, some of them was, some of them Final Fantasies, but Last of Us came out and that shit was like a movie video game, like a genuine movie video game. No, like, oh, we must save the world corniness. You get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't your typical video game. Mirror's Edge was so dope when that shit came. I never played anything like Mirror's Edge.
I'm mad they took that out of PlayStation now, bro. That shit is gone.
Man, that is an incredible game. Death Stranding, yes, it's not for everybody. It really is not. Like that game is not. Like that game is fully not for everybody. But that shit is
I like
different.
it. I like it. Some other shit came out and I stopped playing it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite games. I just want some new shit, but I'ma still buy the remakes and the remasters. I'ma definitely have Last of Us 1 day one, of course. I'm gonna have it day one. Buying Spider-Man 2 and that God of War. Like, I'm gonna have all the part 2s, but I just want something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't wait for the new shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can't wait for.
Yeah, I'm excited for new IPs, the remasters that's coming, and the remakes and stuff like that. They pretty cool. Like I tell everybody, you know, if you can remake it and everything like that, milk it and get some money, do it. Because if people gonna pay for it, why change the formula and everything like that? You know, so that's something I totally agree with. I'm just excited for gaming in general. You know, whatever PlayStation decide to do with a PlayStation Premium and everything like that, and the exclusive titles they got coming out and everything like that, and whatever Xbox decide to do and everything like that, if they drop some new exclusives or anything like that or whatnot, whatever they decide to do, you know, I'm excited because again, like I will say this before we end it, everything like that. Xbox do shit, Microsoft do shit that make Sony move their ass to do something. So I like it. I like it. I like how, you copy me on this, well, I'm gonna copy you on this. You copy me on this, well, I'm gonna copy you on this. You know, and right now Xbox not tripping on giving exclusive. That's PlayStation thing. Y'all keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do something different. You know, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Because why would I want to be a gamer if everything gonna be the same?
Competition always pushes a company to excel, to be
to do it. And nobody really fucks with Nintendo. They stay in their own lane. They do their own shit. You know what I'm saying? So I greatly appreciate that, y'all. But it is, it is 12:28, y'all. We've been live streaming. We've been talking for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's your boy J Tight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Diddy.
It's your boy God Diddy. Appreciate it. Follow your boy God Diddy on Instagram at GODDIDDY God Diddy. PlayStation reigns supreme. I don't give a fuck about Xbox, nigga. I like Nintendo too.
And if y'all want to shoot out y'all information, go ahead, because this is going on, you know, YouTube and everything like that, so y'all can get some followers and everything.
But you can follow me on Instagram, RichieMoolah_YT.
You guys can follow me, Levi Rowe, everywhere. Make the games accessible. God damn it. Make them accessible. That's all I got.
And y'all know where y'all can follow me at. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff. J-Type, Baby Tooth, and Sky Tight Gaming, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. We had a great night and everything like that. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I can't stress this enough. Me and Diddy still friends, okay? I just want y'all to know. Sometimes you just gotta argue, okay?
Have arguments, man. We have arguments. Make a nigga change the whole thing and just we talking games. You gonna get disrespecting PlayStation, Xbox. You don't back them fools up. I don't care what they got. So
right.
Shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Let me just keep it 100 real quick. I'm gonna just say this. I got to go.